receive the kick. Georgia's huddled up in two bunches to the left and right of Woodring. They break apart. Here we go. The season is underway as Peyton jams his foot into this one and sends it long and high and sailing to the far side of the end zone, and it lands about 5 yards deep and rolls through the back line for a touchback, and that's how the season will get underway. Clemson will have the football 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Georgia on defense to start the season. No one gets you closer to the game than Sirius XM SEC Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through the regular season and into the postseason. Your team is covered anywhere you go with Sirius XM.
Caden Klubnik, Clemson quarterback, sacked 20 times last year. See if the Dogs can get after him early.
They'll start in the pistol formation. Snap it to Klubnik. He rolls to the right. He'll throw to the back low. Maffa can't catch it. It's incomplete around the 29-yard line. Klubnik, that didn't come out of his hand very well, Z. It was low down below his waist, close to his knees, and Maffa couldn't get his hands on it, so it's incomplete. It'll be 2nd and 10.
Couldn't ask for an easier completion either. If you're a quarterback, a little sprint out to the right. Maffa able to get outside of containment. Had a lot of running room. It was an easy throw. Klubnik, though, just threw it right into the dirt.
Defensively for Georgia, 3 men with their hand on the ground, Williams and Miller and Stackhouse. They'll throw it again, Clemson will. This time it's caught at the 31-yard line by the tight end Brenningstool, and the tackle is made by Dan Jackson at the 31. Let's check a flag, however. Where did they drop it? I don't see it on the field anywhere.
Illegal motion, offense number 8 moving forward at the snap. The 5-yard penalty. 2nd down.
So that wipes up the pass reception for the Tigers and backs them up. Adam Randall called for the penalty for the Clemson Tigers. So it'll be 2nd down now, back on the 20, 2nd and 15. And they move the ball over on the near hash now for the Tigers, who are trying to move from right to left from our vantage point.
As we talked about in pregame, this Clemson offense, a lot of dink and a lot of dunk. They like to get the football out of the hands of the quarterback, so a lot of quick throws. We've seen it early.
Klubnik will dump it over the middle. They fumble it after they caught it, and then I think they fell on it, but they're going to rule it incomplete. That was Brenningstool, the tight end. Ball was quickly in and out of his hands as he caught it right over the middle. He was trying to run. He got the bounce, and then there was a scramble for the ball, but the officials from the ACC say that was an incomplete pass. It'll be 3rd and 15, Clemson from their own 20.
A little bit of nerves here for this Clemson offense. Klubnik, wide open receiver. First throw of the game, throws it into the dirt. Brenningstool, 50 catches last year, just dropped that one.
3rd down and long. Klubnik will run it. He steps up in the pocket. He's off and running, veers to the right, hit from behind at the 25, knocked to the 26, and there's another flag down at the line of scrimmage.
That's going to be offsides on the Dogs. We had a couple of guys jump.
Offside. Defense number 13. 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Well, that'll make it 3rd and 10 now for the Tigers as they get to run one more play. This time the ball back at the original line of scrimmage at the 25-yard line. Remains on the near hash. And they'll be staring at a 3rd down and 10 play as they break out of their huddle. Klubnik talking with Maffa in the backfield for the Tigers. Georgia with Jalen Walker and Williams and Warren Brinson up on the front of the line, and a couple of guys on the edge as well. Klubnik will dump it off to Maffa to the right, caught at the 20 in the flat. And nice tackle. KJ Bolden went low on Maffa and just took his legs right out from under him, down at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down, and Clemson will have to punt.
Dogs played cover 2 there, only rushed 4. Great job there by the freshman coming up. Big open field tackle. He misses that one. Clemson probably gets the 1st down, but KJ Bolden big on that first series.
There you go, the freshman making his impact on the first series. Clemson to punt it away with Aiden Swanson, and back deep is Anthony Evans to receive the kick for Georgia. He stands on our own 27-yard line. Swanson, left-footed kicker, not real high but long, and caught by Evans at the 24. Evans straight up outside the numbers and down across the 30 at around the 33-yard line or so on the return. And that's where Georgia will have its first offensive possession of the season. 49-yard punt and a 9-yard return by Anthony Evans.
A good field position here for the Dogs starting off. Carson Beck, tremendous campaign last year. 302 completions, 417 attempts, 24 touchdowns, only 6 interceptions. Almost threw for 4,000 yards as QB1.
Georgia huddling. Now recall this year, or remember that there is helmet communication this year from the sideline to one player on offense and defense. And that one player for Georgia is Carson Beck right now. So you might see more huddling this year for that communication. Georgia will pitch it on an end around, a jet sweep to Arian Smith coming this way on the first play of the game. He'll turn the corner and get across the 40 up to the 44-yard line. A gain of 11. Avion Terrell, the cornerback, makes the tackle for Clemson on this near side, closer to the Clemson sideline, and that's a Scana Energy first down for the Dogs up to the 44.
Boy, the speed of Smith on display right there. There's a little shovel pass, jet sweep. Smith immediately outside to contain, some good downfield blocking as well.
He's the fastest guy on the team. Branson Robinson in the backfield with Beck, out of the shotgun, handed to Branson. He's eaten up right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a yard or so behind it, by big DeMonte Capehart, 6'5" and 315. He's a graduate for the Tigers, right? Just came bursting right through the line and got him for a 1-yard loss back at the 43.
This front seven of Clemson, one of the best in the country. Very difficult to run the football on them. They do a really good job of getting in the backfield, tackles for loss, sacks. It's going to be a challenge for this experienced Georgia offensive line all afternoon.
Wilson's the center, Ratledge and Fairchild the guards. They play fake, and Beck will throw it out in the left flat to the speedster, Arian Smith, but Clemson right on top of him with Jaden Lucas, the corner, to wrap him up around the waist out on the far side of the field at the 44-yard line. So Georgia's offense stuck in neutral here on this first series. It's going to be 3rd and 10 plus an inch or so.
A lot of single safety so far from the Clemson Tigers with the defensive look they're giving here. They look like they're going to go too high unless they rotate.
Beck claps his hands, and now they relax for a second, and Carson will talk to his offensive line. Now back into position in the shotgun. Robinson switches from left side to right side in the backfield. Snap it back to Beck. Time in the pocket, moving in the pocket, dancing around. Now we'll run it to the 45, to the 50, over the logo. Veers near side 45 and falls down in Clemson territory. Tripped up as he lost his balance near the 41. But that scramble is a Scana Energy first down for the Dogs and Carson Beck.
Boy, Clemson goes 2-man there, so 2 high safeties, but man underneath. Little bit of pressure. Great feet by Carson. He saw that the underneath coverage was running with receivers. He had plenty of running room.
He got 13 on the run. Quick throw out in the left flat is caught by the Dogs. And that is Dylan Bell with his first catch of the season. Quickly covered up by the Tigers. Wade Woodaz, one of the linebackers, makes the tackle at the 41-yard line. He got 2 on the play, so it'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Dogs in Clemson territory at the Tiger 41-yard line. Scoreless game, first quarter, as we hit the 10-minute mark here in the opening period.
Another bubble screen for the Dogs. Clemson, though, rolling up with their cornerbacks. Very difficult to get those plays off.
We hand it off to Branson Robinson, kind of stutter-stepping in the backfield, waiting for the blocking to develop, and it never does on this right side, just behind the line of scrimmage, and Clemson will push him back standing up. They never got Robinson to the turf, but Trey Williams and Barrett Carter, the all-conference linebacker, get credit for the stop. And the forward progress for Robinson is the 41. So no gain on the play. 3rd down and 8 now for the Bulldogs. And Robinson goes out. Cash Jones comes in the backfield for the Dogs.
Yeah, just 0 movement for the Dogs on the offensive line.
Back in the shotgun on 3rd down. They snap it. He will throw, and incomplete near sideline at the 33-yard line. Avion Terrell in coverage for the Tigers, trying to get it into the hands of Dylan Bell, unable to do so, and it'll be 4th down for the Dogs.
Or just good coverage there by Clemson, and Terrell was an out route that we were trying to complete. Terrell all over that one. Zero space to fit that football into.
So Georgia brings on its punting units on 4th down from the Tiger 41. Brett Thorson, one of the best around, is back in punt formation. He'll try to pooch it in deep. He's one of the better ones at that. He's got backspin on that ball. High-hanging punt. He's going to check up at the 6. Take a Georgia bounce. Maybe at the 4. And it's caught and down by Arian Smith. They will spot it on the 5-yard line. 36-yard pooch punt by the Dogs. We're scoreless here in the first quarter. Timeout, back in a moment. Bulldogs Sports Network.
It's college football season, so you need all the energy you can get. Luckily, Georgia Power knows a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
Hunger affects every community in America, from children to seniors to hardworking families. So to help those struggling with food insecurity, our Kroger associates work together to rescue nutritious food that would otherwise go to waste. They then distribute it to local food banks in an effort to donate 3 billion meals to those in need by 2025. Because at Kroger, we believe that everyone deserves access to fresh food. Join the Kroger Zero Hunger Zero Waste Foundation to help defeat hunger and eliminate food waste. Visit zhcwf.org today.
The Dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Your morning shave with Barbasol is a time for self-reflection. Look in that mirror and ask yourself, can I make a real difference in this world? Of course you can. Just not today. There's football on. Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com for Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
The Piedmont Bank is a proud partner of the UGA Athletic Association and presenter of the 2024 Arch Award. As one of Georgia's largest community banks, we are focused on serving businesses and the communities they serve. With headquarters right here in Metro Atlanta, our tailored banking expertise and solutions help meet the diverse needs of our customers so they have what it takes to grow, expand, and thrive. It's what elevates us above the rest. Find a location near you at Piedmont.bank and experience elevated banking for you and your business. The Piedmont Bank, banking elevated. Member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Back inside the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. We are scoreless first quarter, Georgia and Clemson. First half today presented by attorney Ken Nugent. Injured, you know who to call. There's only one call, 404. Call Ken. So, Z, we've seen each team with one offensive series thus far. What are your thoughts?
Both offenses right now just trying to get a feel for the game. First game of the season. You saw a lot of screens, a lot of quick passes, not much going in the running game. But these are two elite front sevens, so it's going to be a defensive battle, at least at the very onset of this football game, it looks like, until offenses get into a little bit of rhythm.
Well, Thorson kicked the Tigers in a hole on their own 5. They'll run it with Maffa. He crosses the 5, hit at the 6, and driven back, stopped. They haven't gotten him down yet. He's still running parallel. There's a flag down, thrown in the Clemson backfield. He got blown up by C.J. Allen, but Maffa didn't go down to the turf, and then Christian Miller got in for a taste. And apparently Clemson has committed another violation.
Holding. Offense, number 53. That penalty's declined. Defense will take the result of the play. Second down.
They spot Maffa's run for 2 yards up to the 7. And that was Ryan Linthicum, the center, who was called for holding, but Georgia declines the penalty. Maffa, 6'1" and 230. He's a graduate from Loganville, Georgia, played at Grayson High School. So he's a big boy to try to get on, even on one hit, as hard as that hit was from Allen. He didn't go down.
Yeah, Maffa is a load, averaged 5.4 yards per carry last year.
Little short toss sweep to the near side. Maffa running to the short side and will head towards the sideline where he's tumbled down around the 14-yard line by Raylan Wilson. the inside linebacker, just inches short of the first down, it would appear. They put the ball down on the 14.5. It'll be third down and less than a yard to go for the Tigers.
Just a quick pitch there from Clemson into the boundary. Found a nice lane, Maffa did, for a nice pickup there on second down.
Yeah, he got 7 yards. Third and short for the Tigers, trying to get out of a hole on their own 14.5. Klubnik hands it off to Maffa. He hits it right tackle and right guard and dives across for the first down and got a little bit of bonus yardage as well. Dalen Everett, one of the corners, up to make the stop at the 17-yard line. The gain was 3 for Clemson, and it's a first down for the Tigers, their first of the game.
And just a dive there, pretty simple. Get a little bit of movement on the defensive line. Maffa just diving forward for the first down and move the chains.
Maffa was nearly a 1,000-yard rusher last year, finished the year with 965 on the ground. Toss sweep to Maffa running near side. Allen with a nice play. Got in there, shot through the gap, and sweeps the legs as he slides into the sidelines. But Maffa will get positive yards, a little bit anyway. Right at the 20-yard line is where Allen made the tackle. So the gain was 3, but C.J. Allen with another nice defensive play.
Yeah, good job coming up, scraping for that middle linebacker position. Just another toss sweep into the boundary. We saw that a couple of plays ago on the pickup of 7. This time they get 4.
Ty Ingram, Dawkins, and Brinson and Williams across the front line. Linebackers up on the edge. Klubnik in the shotgun. Backs up, dancing around, looking downfield. Now rolling to the right and will throw on the run. He'll just send it over the sideline on the far side of the field. Purposely incomplete. He had to get rid of that one. Georgia had it covered well. And now Brinson appears to be shaken up. And that looks to be where he's grabbing at his left ankle. The same problem he's been dealing with all during training camp. So he's being tended to now. We've got an injury on the field. And it's Georgia's Warren Brinson, and we're going to jump into a timeout. Our first half is presented by attorney Ken Nugent. Injured in a wreck, there's only one call, that's all. 404-CALL-KEN. Scoreless first quarter, Georgia nothing, Clemson nothing, with 6:27 to go in the opening period. And we'll come back to Atlanta right after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Everybody loves college football, but not everybody goes to college, and that's okay. I'm Kenny Mullen for the International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local 613. Just like a college, our training program is a 4-year earn while you learn program. When you turn out, you'll be well paid, in high demand as one of the finest electricians in the world. Unlike college, there's no student loan debt. Visit IBEW613.org.
There's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
There's nothing quite like Saturday between the hedges at Sanford Stadium. And as an official partner of the Georgia Bulldogs, the Hoffman Financial Group knows that in retirement, every day is Saturday. Whether your goal is to follow the Dogs to every game, home and away, or gather with your friends to watch at your own doghouse, the Hoffman Financial Group is here to help. We all have dreams of when we want to retire and all the fun things we want to do. But then, all the questions come up. Did I save enough? What if taxes go up? What if the market goes down? The Hoffman Financial Group can help answer those questions and more with a complimentary portfolio x-ray. Get your game plan for retirement started today. Call 770-758-6288. That's 770-758-6288. Or online at unleashyourmoney.com and set up your free portfolio x-ray. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through the Hoffman Financial Group, Inc. Georgia Insurance License 163546.
Back inside the Piedmont Healthcare Radio booth here in Atlanta. Let's go down to the sidelines and check in with DJ Shockley. He's brought to you by attorney Ken Nugent. Injured, you know who to call. There's only one call, 1-800-CALL-KEN. Shock, what do you have for us?
Hey, fellas, one thing to pay attention to, and Kirby mentioned it before he came out, was talking about the crowd noise in here. He said the crowd noise is a little loud, but he said he felt good the way they practiced the crowd noise, and Clemson would not be used to it. But the crowd noise between the communication with the quarterbacks as well as C.J. Allen, who has the communication in his helmet as well. So that's something to pay attention to as we go on.
All right, Shock. So CJ is the guy with the radio inside his hat on defense. Warren Brinson, by the way, injured on the previous play, did a very slow walk to the sideline accompanied by the Georgia medical staff. So we'll try to get a report on Warren's status. Clemson on third down will throw from the 20. Klubnik out of the shotgun will fire it over the middle. Quick pass to Antonio Williams that's caught at the 26-yard line. And it's going to be fourth down. Did not quite get the first down there. Dalen Everett made the tackle. Clemson will send on the punt unit on fourth and about a half a yard.
Clemson had trips to the field. Single receiver back into the boundary. Klubnik went backside of the slant against single safety. Good job by Everett being there right as the ball was caught to stop him just shy of that first down marker.
He got 6, but he needed closer to 7. Didn't get it. Anthony Evans, the deep man back for the Dogs. Clemson in punt formation. Swanson to kick it away. The left footer hangs it. Point down coming to Evans. Not a high hanging kick. More of a line drive, and it came down point first. The ball did at the 34-yard line as he makes the fair catch. It's a 40-yard kick. No return, and the Dogs will get another try on offense. Neither team has scored yet. 5:34 remaining here in quarter number 1, and the Dogs will have the ball at their own 34.
Dogs very close to the vest on that first series. Nothing really downfield, a couple of bubble screens. The one time we tried to throw it downfield, that's where Carson Beck got out of the pocket. Nice scramble for the first down. See if the Dogs start to open it up a little bit.
They'll put 2 receivers out to the near side. That's Everett and Smith. Robinson in the backfield. Snap it to Beck in the shotgun. He hands it to Branson Robinson, comes across his body, heading from right to left on an angle up across the 35, and you could hear the pads clacking up here in the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth. He's down at the 35. Capehart, largely the main reason for all of that noise on the pads down there. He's the guy that made the hit.
Boy, Clemson just so big and strong on that defensive front. Dogs unable to move the line of scrimmage. Still early in this football game, obviously, but
4-man front for Clemson. They're really spread out, too. Beck will throw it wide to the left. It's caught by Dominic Lovett, falling down around the 40. Going to get about 5 yards on the catch. R.J. Mickens was there to make the stop just in case, but Lovett hit the turf before the tackle was made. It'll bring up third down and 4 for the Bulldogs from their own 40-yard line.
Both teams very sound right now with open field tackling. Very clean game defensively.
We've got trips to the right. They're kind of in tight. Smith and Lovett and Lawson, the tight end. And Cash Jones is in the backfield. Now they send Smith out wide to the right. And Beck will throw it over the middle. Sidearmed it. Caught by Dylan Bell as Beck got his clock clean back there behind the 30-yard line. Lucas makes the stop on the other end of Dylan Bell's catch, but it's short of the first down. Tackle made at the 42-yard line, only a 2-yard gain. Beck had to really drop down and bring that ball. That pass was released from about his hip, and Bell was able to catch it, and Clemson with good tackling on both ends of that play.
Clemson brought pressure there. That was Carson Beck's hot read. Again, coverage very, very good on that play as well. I'm surprised that ball was able to get through to Dylan Bell.
Oh, you're not kidding. Threw it through some traffic, and he sidearmed it. Brett Thorson will hang it up high on the punt by Georgia, and a fair catch is called for at the 15-yard line, made by the Tigers. A 43-yard punt and just about 43 seconds of hang time, it seemed. There was no return by the Tigers, and we've got a timeout. So both teams exchanging punts here in the first quarter. 3:27 to play. We're scoreless. First half today brought to you by attorney Ken Nugent. Injured, you know who to call. There's only one. One call, 404. Call Ken. Now this on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Introducing Zaxby's new Chicken Finger Tacos. Now available in Chipotle Ranch with Pico and Avocado Ranch BLT. Chicken experts since 1990. Chicken taco experts since now. Head to your local Zaxby's to try both flavors today.
This football season, the Bulldogs won't be the only ones scoring. Let First Franklin Financial help you score the cash you need with a loan up to $15,000. At First Franklin, we offer fast approvals, fixed rates, and payment plans to fit any budget. To find the Georgia branch near you, visit us at WeMakeLoans.com. All loan terms and APR depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria and may require collateral. First Franklin Financial Corporation, NMLS number 141654. Georgia residence licensing number 5656. Offer not available in North Carolina.
Hello, Dog fans. This is Strip Strickland with Georgia Metals, and we've been real busy in the off-season. Georgia Metals has expanded into 7 states. Chances are, wherever you are, we are too. So go to GeorgiaMetals.com and call a location near you and give our salesman a hearty roof for a discount on your next project.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Home isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. Like curling up in a comfy chair while it's cold outside, with a warm drink, or maybe even a wine in hand. As you watch the world go by outside your window.
Short rib. Good afternoon, this is your captain speaking.
Which is why at Delta, our people do our best to make you feel at home. Refill? Long before you get there. Delta, keep climbing.
Don't let your insurance company fumble your coverage. Georgia Farm Bureau Insurance never drops the ball. We're an award-winning company offering a variety of insurance coverage options for your home, auto, and more. And with experienced agents in every Georgia community, we always bring our A game. Don't drop the ball. Visit gfbinsurance.com or call 877-404-1050 to talk with one of our Georgia-based agents today.
Back with you in the Piedmont Healthcare Radio booth here in Atlanta. We are scoreless. Georgia and Clemson getting late in the first quarter. Georgia football is brought to you by Barbasol Shaving Cream. Feeling great starts with a great shave, and a great shave starts with Barbasol's thick and rich moisturizing lather. Start your day off right with Barbasol. And I hand that to Chris Schiavone, who could use some Barbasol on that full beard he's got growing. Clemson on their own 15. Georgia Z has had the edge in field position so far, but neither team has been able to score here with 3:27 to go in the opening quarter.
Yeah, both defenses playing really sound football right now. A lot of really good open field tackles. Coverage has been tight on both sides. Offense is finding it hard to get anything going right now.
Tigers on their own 15. They're in white, Georgia in red. Clemson moving to our left. Klubnik in the pocket will throw it deep down the near sideline, over the shoulder, one-on-one coverage, and the pass is caught, I believe, near midfield. Dalen Everett in coverage makes the tackle as the two players slide out of bounds into the Clemson sideline. Antonio Williams made a nice catch. And that ball up to the 36-yard gain up to the Georgia 49-yard line.
Great throw and catch there by Klubnik and
Ruling on
Williams.
the field is a completed catch for a first down. That play is under further review.
Just took a look at the replay. It looked like that ball may have come loose, and he didn't secure it as he was coming to the turf.
All right, that was the voice of Michael Roach, the referee out of the ACC, and they will take a look at this. So the play is under review. It's brought to you by Pruitt Health, where family makes us stronger, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs.
We just took another look. Looks like Williams did secure it on the couple of angles that we've just had. Everett was in pristine position to make that play. You just can't throw it any better.
Referee still taking a look at the video monitor while he communicates with the replay booth. And we should have an answer here in a matter of seconds. Well, the catch is good, so the ruling on the field stands, said the referee, Michael Roach. And Clemson gets the long gainer up to the Georgia 49. First time they've crossed midfield here in this contest. We've got 3:03 to play in the first quarter, and there's still no score. So the Tigers up ready to go. Klubnik in the backfield. Jay Haynes is in the backfield with him as a running back. Haynes with his first carry, running with a pile of blockers, moving slowly to the right, methodically. Looked like sloths running to the right. There was not much movement there. Everybody big in the game was on the same side of the field. And Haynes is stopped at the 50, a 1-yard loss. Kristen Miller, is the man that made the tackle for the Georgia defense. A loss of 1. It's 2nd and 11. Checking quickly with Shock. DJ.
Hey, guys, quick injury report. Warren Brinson, we saw him go down, out for now with that ankle, out for now.
All right, Shock, thanks very much. DJ's reports brought to you by attorney Ken Nugent. Play fake to Maffa for Klubnik. He'll pull the ball back and then fire high and hard to the left, and it's caught by Brenningstool, the tight end, with Smile Munden in coverage, and didn't get a lot out of it. Only 2 yards, as Smile had him covered up pretty good. Got the ball back on Georgia's side of the 50 to the 48. So 2-yard gain, and now it's 3rd down and 8.
All right, first down play. Dogs finally went single safety, brought some linebacker pressure at 2nd down play. Right back to cover 2. Great job by Smile Munden getting out to the flats and stopping that quick flat route.
Defenses rule here in the first quarter. Klubnik in the shotgun, Maffa to his right, play fake. Klubnik with pressure, throws it quickly, caught at the Georgia 38. And Williams spins and heads to the Clemson sideline and gets out of bounds. Check a flag back at the 50. He got the first down, but the flag is back at the 50 at the line of scrimmage. Georgia's pointing towards Clemson. The Tigers may erase a first down play.
Illegal formation on the offense. More than 4 players in the backfield. A 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
So that wipes out a first down for the Tigers. 5-yard penalty will put the ball back at the Clemson 47-yard line. The officials put it down on the near hash.
Dogs continue to show a steady diet of cover 2, not bringing pressure right now. They believe they can get to Klubnik just rushing 4.
3rd and 14, some work to do for the Tigers here. Klubnik makes it an empty set, throws it to Williams, a screen to the left, and Georgia just gobbles it up whole. Raylan Wilson was one of the first guy to make the hit at the 46-yard line. Jalen Walker in there as well. No chance for the Clemson offense on 3rd and long. Georgia's defense way too strong on that play. Ball's at the 48. They got 1 out of it, and now they will have to punt again.
Clemson wanted nothing to do with that 3rd and long. They're just, let me get the ball out of my quarterback's hand and maybe we get lucky, but just waving the white flag to punt there.
Georgia's pass rush is not quite getting to Klubnik, but they are putting pressure on him. They're squeezing the pocket, and I think he might be a little antsy in there. Anthony Evans, the deep receiver, back to receive the kick for Georgia, and Aiden Swanson will punt it away. This one's a line drive. That's a dart, and it's going to land close to the sideline and bounce into the end zone. I thought it may have hit the sideline around the 10, but it did not, and it just propelled, bounced right into the end zone that says Clemson down to our left, and the Tiger coverage unit could not get to it in time, so it'll be a touchback, and the Dogs will have the ball at the 20. 15 seconds to play, first quarter. Waiting for our first points of the season on either side. We're scoreless here in Atlanta in the Aflac kickoff game. Top 15 matchup, preseason number 1 Georgia, preseason number 14 Clemson doing battle. Georgia huddles up and gets ready to run another offensive play from its own 20. Break the huddle. Carson Beck in the shotgun. Branson Robinson in the backfield. We slide Lovett from right to left in the slot. Play fake. Beck wants to set up and throw. He'll throw it to Robinson, open in the left flat. Jukes a man at the 22, across the 25, up close to the 30 before he is tackled there, about a yard shy of the first down. He broke away from Barrett Carter, the linebacker, and then Trey Williams, a lineman, caught him downfield about 9 yards. Georgia with a nice play to win the first quarter. A 9-yard pickup on the pass play from Beck to Branson Robinson. Georgia will have it on the 29-yard line, our own 29, when we come back. It'll be 2nd and 1. That's the end of the first quarter. Our first half today presented by attorney Ken Nugent. Injured? You know who to call. There's only one call. 404-CALL-KEN. Georgia nothing, Clemson nothing. Second quarter on the way next on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
With Northside Hospital, you can look forward to new beginnings, look ahead to comeback seasons, and look up for hope and strength. Northside welcomes you into our community of care, guided by one clear direction, a mission to heal. Led by our expertise in maternity, heart, cancer, orthopedics, and more, you can move into tomorrow with confidence. For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
Kick off your game with Georgia Peanuts. Power-packed with protein, essential nutrients, and great taste, Georgia Peanuts are the MVP for affordability, sustainability, and nutrition. To score life touchdowns while cheering on the dogs, look for Georgia Peanuts in Sanford Stadium concessions or visit GApeanuts.com to order online. This message is brought to you by the family farmers of the Georgia Peanut Commission. Peanuts! Get your peanuts!
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Some people like A and others like B. At BMW, we prefer X. Like the dynamic X3, meant for ultimate exploration. The X5, built to conquer even the most difficult paths. Or the pinnacle of comfort and luxury, the X7. And since every X-Range vehicle is packed with performance and versatility, you'll always get the best of X. The BMW X-Range. Your next X-Venture starts here.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
Game day traditions start with a cup of community coffee. Proud coffee partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. Family owned since 1919, Community Coffee has spent 5 generations roasting great tasting blends right here in the USA. They're just as dedicated to making a difference in the community with programs that support teachers, military service members, disaster relief, and first responders. Try Community Coffee or find it near you at communitycoffee.com.
Along with Eric Zier, Scott Howard back inside the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth here in Atlanta. DJ Shockley on the sidelines. Our regular cast of characters all along for the ride today and throughout the 2024 season. We're scoreless after one quarter. Total yardage, Clemson has the edge with 61 yards, Georgia 43. The Tigers have passed for 47, the Dogs 29. Each team has rushed for 14 yards. Georgia's leading rusher is Carson Beck. One attempt, the 13-yard scramble. That quarter update is brought to you by Ag South, Ag Georgia, and Southwest Georgia Farm Credit. Loans for land and farms.
That first down play, the first time the Dogs tried to push the football downfield vertically. Now Carson had to come off of the deep post to get to his check down, but finally the Dogs trying to take a shot downfield.
So we'll switch ends. Georgia will be moving to our left now. If we watch them in their red uniforms, Clemson in white, orange helmets, Georgia with the red helmets. Second down and about a yard to go for the Dogs on our own 29. And there's Nate Frazier, the freshman, in the backfield for the first time. He'll get the carry. Oh, he bobbled the handoff a little bit, but he secured it and dives across the 30, running on an angle. He ends up running across left guard and left tackle and gets the first down. Looked like he was bobbling that exchange from Beck, and now he leaves the ball game, but Frazier will pick up 3 yards on his first official Bulldog carry, and that's a Scana Energy first down.
A good push there by the Dogs, and you're right, Frazier did bobble that a little bit. Kirby immediately talking to him on the sideline. He was able to catch it right at his waist and secure the football, but nice first down pickup.
2 receivers to the right for Beck now in the shotgun, 1 to the left, and a tight end, Lucky. Throw it low, but caught to Bell, wide side of the field to the right. He went down and caught it at the 37-yard line. Lucas with an immediate hit for the Clemson defense. But the gain will be about 6 or so up to the Georgia 37-yard line.
Quick hitch on the outside. Again, a lot of single safety. Cornerbacks are playing about 6-7 yards deep. Good job there by Bell. Pressing up on his initial release, just turning around right at 5 or 6 yards. Good timing there by Carson Beck. They're going to play off on the corners. We're going to have that a lot.
Bell with 29 receptions last year. That's his third of this game. On second down, play fake. Bell rolls it to the right and throws on the run to Lovett. Open in the right flat, and he zips up the far sideline into Tiger territory. Out of bounds at the 48-yard line. That's another Scana Energy first down and a 15-yard gain.
It's the same play that Clemson ran to start the game where Klubnik threw it into the ground. We just executed it better.
Dogs on the Tigers' 48-yard line. We're scoreless early second quarter. Three receivers to the left and two to the right. We go with an empty set for Beck. Quick throw to Cash Jones. He's got blocking on the right for a screen. Pulled away from one man. They'll wrap him up around the 39-yard line. That's close to a first down, but he may be about a yard short. But Cash Jones making the grab and running after the catch. Tackle made by Capehart, the defensive lineman for the Tigers.
Little slip screen on the outside. Good job by big Georgia offensive lineman getting downfield to create a little bit of alley there for Cash Jones.
He got 9, second down and 1. And
Clemson takes its first time out of the half.
Well, they beat me to it. Referee Michael Roach informing the world of Clemson calling a timeout there with 12:34 to go in the second quarter. Georgia on the move. We're both scoreless here in the first half in Atlanta. Our first half is presented by attorney Ken Nugent. Injured, you know who to call. There's only one call, 404. Call Ken. We'll step aside for just a moment. Back to the Aflac kickoff game right after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
This football season, the Bulldogs won't be the only ones scoring. Let First Franklin Financial help you score the cash you need with a loan up to $15,000. At First Franklin, we offer fast approvals, fixed rates, and payment plans to fit any budget. To find the Georgia branch near you, visit us at WeMakeLoans.com. All loan terms and APR depend on meeting our underwriting and income criteria and may require collateral. First Franklin Financial Corporation, NMLS number 141654. Georgia residence licensing number 5656. Offer not available in North Carolina.
There's nothing like tailgating, touchdowns, and Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Twisted Tea goes down smooth and tastes like real iced tea because it's made with real brewed tea. Cool, refreshing, and a 5% kick of alcohol. Twisted Tea Hard Iced Tea. Look for the bright yellow cans wherever you buy beer. Keep it twisted.
Twisted Tea Brewing Company, Cincinnati, Ohio. Please drink responsibly.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
If you've noticed flooding or moisture in your basement, if you've noticed cracks in your walls or in your foundation, it's time to call ESOG. ESOG specializes in foundation repair and waterproofing. Neil Honda Williamson for ESOG. Trust ESOG for your foundation waterproofing problems. And their warranty provides a lifetime of support. Engineered Solutions of Georgia, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs.
Dial 678 ESOG now.
Hey there, it's Hondo. With a veteran quarterback guiding the offense, the Dogs are pointed toward another championship season. If you're facing difficult changes at home, let Meriwether & Tharp's veteran divorce lawyers guide you to a victory in your case. Your kids, your money, your house, you've got questions. Meriwether & Tharp has answers. Helping clients through difficult times for over 25 years, Meriwether & Tharp. Proud sponsors of the Georgia Bulldogs, thegeorgiadivorceteam.com.
Second quarter, scoreless, Georgia and Clemson, as we welcome you back inside the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth here in Atlanta. Fans, Georgia football is brought to you in part by Modelo, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. Grab a refreshing Modelo Especial, brewed for full-time Bulldog fans. Drink responsibly. Georgia will line it up, second down and a short one in Clemson territory at the Tigers' 39-yard line. Clemson called a timeout to get their house in order, I would assume. 12:34 remaining first half. Georgia on the move, and we've got Colby Young in the game at a wideout to the left side, 2 receivers to the right, closer to the Georgia sideline. Branson Robinson, the back. Beck fakes to him, throws it to Colby. And the Miami transfer makes his first Bulldog catch. And he's tackled down around the 31-yard line. Terrell, the cornerback, made the stop. It's a gain of 8 and a first down for the Dogs.
Mike Bobo starting to get a feel for this football game. Again, single safety corners playing about 7 or 8 yards off, right back to the hitch. We saw just a little bit earlier. If Clemson continues to play that soft at the cornerback position, we're going to have it all day.
Yeah, they gave Colby a lot of room on that one. And the end result was an 8-yard gain and a first down. Georgia on the Tiger 31, marching to our left. Handoff, Branson Robinson trying to get to the left edge on the near side, but the Tigers won't let him. Woodaz, the linebacker, all the way to the sideline. A twisting tackle, slinging Robinson to the turf, right into the Tiger bench. Let's see where they spot it down back at the 32-yard line. Lost a yard on that running play by Robinson.
Boy, just nowhere to go. Quick penetration there by the Clemson defensive front. Woodaz scrape immediately into the Georgia backfield. Nowhere for Robinson to run.
Robinson out, Cash Jones in. Defense for the Tigers shifts and flags fly. Georgia may have moved.
12 start on the offense, number 84. 5-yard penalty, second down.
It's on the tight end, Ben Urosic, the transfer from Stanford. Well, Clemson did that defensive line shift like Georgia has done for many years, and Urosic flinched. Yeah, maybe they don't see that out in the former Pac-12.
Well, we're used to seeing that go the other way.
You are correct. 5-yard penalty back to the 37 for Georgia. Dogs on the Tiger 37. Second down for Georgia. Beck to throw, and he finds Bell over the middle, breaks one tackle, drags a man down inside the 20 to the 15. Dylan Bell.
Just a quick slant on the backside. Great read there by Carson Beck. Got the football out of his hand quick. Again, coverage really tight by the Clemson secondary. That ball thrown right into the belly of Dylan Bell. He secures the football. Another big gain for the Dogs.
Yeah, 4th catch for Bell. He broke away from Terrell, and then Kylan Griffin, the safety, made the stop. But it's a 24-yard pickup and a first down into the red zone for the first time this season for the Dogs. Play fake, Beck throws it into the end zone. A little bit of a wobbler that is incomplete, trying to target Colby Young. Had 2 men on him in the end zone. I don't know if that got tipped at the line of scrimmage or just came out of Carson's hand funny, but it was wobbling. Didn't have a lot of juice on it when it floated through the end zone incomplete.
Yeah, Dogs a little bit lucky. That one came out of Carson's hand funny. Coverage again, really good. We tried to go right back to that slant. You're right, that ball was not tipped. Just came out of Carson's hand bad.
Dogs with their first appearance in the Massey Ferguson red zone experienced the straightforward, dependable tractors that will take you through the season strong. Play fake, Beck throws it left to Lucky, the tight end. Collision at the 9. Both players go low, and Clemson will knock Lucky out of bounds on this near sideline around the 8. That's Avion Terrell from Atlanta, the cornerback on this side. And it'll bring up third down. They'll spot it on the 8, actually. So he got 6 yards, did Lawson Lucky on the throw.
And just a quick flat out of the backfield, play action, trying to hold the linebackers just for a second. Nice pickup to at least get in the 3rd and medium here.
Yeah, 3rd down and 4 for the Bulldogs. Cass Jones in the game. The Dogs at the Clemson 8-yard line looking for the first score of the game. Beck in the shotgun, 2 receivers to each side. Beck in the pocket, dances in the pocket, nowhere to go. Clemson will get a sack. They caught Beck as he tried to leak out to the right side around the ankles, and that's Peter Woods, a sophomore lineman from Alabaster, Alabama. Wrapped up Beck around the ankles as he tried to advance the football up through the pocket and head out the right side, but couldn't get there quickly enough, and Georgia will lose yardage on the play on the sack, and now we'll have to try a field goal for the first points of the game.
Clemson didn't have one linebacker in the box, just daring the Dogs to run the football there. We, of course, threw it. Clemson with 4 down linemen able to get pressure on Carson.
Lost 4. Makes it a 30-yard try for Peyton Woodring, and the kick is up and good by Woodring, and those are your first points of this game and of this season. Peyton Woodring with a 30-yard field goal. And with that good kick, the good hands at Allstate will contribute to the Georgia Bulldogs General Scholarship Fund. Thank you, Allstate. Georgia leads Clemson with 8:49 to go, second quarter. It's the Dogs 3 and the Tigers nothing. Our first half presented by attorney Ken Nugent. Injured in a wreck, there's only one call, that's all. 404, call Ken. Back to Atlanta after this on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
The red zone, that last area of the field the Dogs have to maneuver before they celebrate a touchdown. In financial planning, there's also a red zone, those last few years of planning before you celebrate retirement. Just like the Dogs have to execute their game plan, you need a game plan for retirement. At the Hoffman Financial Group, we start with a free portfolio x-ray. It's a deep dive into your retirement accounts. What's working? What's not working? Are you headed for a big tax bill? Will you have enough income? What are your options for Social Security? We're here to help you tackle all the issues you face in retirement. Call the Hoffman Financial Group today for a free portfolio x-ray. 770-758-6288. That's 770-758-6288. Or online at unleashyourmoney.com. The Hoffman Financial Group is a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through the Hoffman Financial Group, Inc. Georgia Insurance License 163546.
Hello, I'm Neil Pruitt, Chairman and CEO of Pruitt Health. Our Georgia Bulldogs have shown us what happens when a great team pulls together. At Pruitt Health, our team helps you recover from surgery or a major health event. Nurses, therapists, a whole team dedicated to giving people the personalized care they need. Come join the Pruitt Health team. Email hireme@pruitthealth.com. That's hireme@pruitthealth.com. Pruitt Health is a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent, and I'm here with legendary Georgia Bulldog quarterback and radio host Buck Ballou.
Ken and I are teaming up to give back to the brave men and women of our military. Ken's going to donate $500 to one member of the military every Bulldog football game this season.
If you're a member of the military, go to attorneykennugent.com to enter.
And somebody's going to win $500 every game.
One click.
That's it.
Ken Nugent, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Back in the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth in Atlanta, Georgia with a 3-0 lead over Clemson here in the second. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification on the Bulldogs Sports Network. Georgia medal scoring drive for Georgia. 12 plays, 68 yards. Peyton Woodring, the sophomore from Louisiana, with a 30-yard field goal to put the Dogs on the board first. That is your Georgia Metals drive summary. From a doghouse to a dog's house, Georgia Metals has got you covered. Call Georgia Metals today and say roof, roof, roof for your Bulldog discount. Let's check in with Shock on the sidelines. DJ brought to you by attorney Ken Nugent. Shock, what do you got for us?
Fellas, one thing that's really interesting now is the ability to be able to use the iPads as the ball kicks in the end zone. Clemson take the ball over. But one thing that's been interesting to watch over in the sideline is the use of the iPads. That's something new that in college football these guys can do. And you can see the linemen going through it and getting instant analysis of all the games and stunts that's going on up front that Clemson's doing. And you can tell it's real beneficial instead of just getting on the whiteboard. Now they can see it all and reverse it like they're watching film in the meeting room.
Yes, indeed. Just like the NFL, you can watch live video on the sidelines now during the game. So we're moving towards that professional game a little bit more each day. All right, the Dogs with a 3-0 lead. Tigers with the football on their own 25-yard line. Klubnik in the shotgun. A short toss to Phil Maffa, the running back, running to the near side. Nice collision at the 26. My goodness, he was sandwiched, and Maffa to the turf. Hit one side by C.J. Allen, I think it was, and Mike Hill-Williams on the other side. And Maffa will pick up 2 yards to the 27. That's where they'll spot it. It'll be second down and 8 for Clemson.
Another toss sweep there by Clemson. That time Dogs, a heavy die to cover 2 with 2 high safeties in this game. That time again went single safety. They've done it the past couple of first downs.
Shotgun formation for Clemson. Klubnik fakes the toss to the left. Now he'll pull it down and throw to Maffa out in the left flat, and that may have been a mistake because the Dogs eat him up with 3 red shirts, led by Michael Williams. Around the 25-yard line, Maffa with his first catch. I think that's his first catch of the game. It is. No, it's his second catch, but he didn't get much there. In fact, he went backwards. He lost yardage back to the 22-yard line.
Great defensive discipline there by the Dogs. Didn't bite on the little fake toss. Great coverage downfield. Michael Williams, C.J. Allen right there to close in on Maffa when he made the catch as Klubnik went to his check down.
Lost 5. That brings up 3rd down and 13. The ball's back on the Tigers' 22-yard line. And Clemson will let the clock almost run out and then call a timeout.
Second timeout of the half.
They burned their second with 7:19 to go in the quarter. We'll take a timeout along with them. Our first half presented by attorney Ken Nugent. Injured in a wreck, there's only one call, that's all. 404, call Ken. 7:19 to go, second quarter. Georgia 3, Clemson nothing on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hello, Dog fans. This is Trip Strickland with Georgia Metals, and we've been real busy in the offseason. Georgia Metals has expanded into 7 states. Chances are, wherever you are, we are too. So go to GeorgiaMetals.com and call a location near you and give our salesman a hearty roof for a discount on your next project.
It's college football season, so you need all the energy you can get. Luckily, Georgia Power knows a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
After you work out, you can feel worn out. Reach for Core Power to recover right. A delicious protein shake with 26 grams of high-quality protein to build muscle. Champion your recovery with Core Power. Proud partner of Georgia football. Learn more at corepower.com.
The Dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hondo's 2 reasons for choosing and recommending Breda Pest Management. Number 1, when we had a small bug problem about 7 years ago, Breda was at our house promptly and immediately resolved the issue. Number 2, we've never had another bug problem. That's more than 7 years. Breda protects the Williamson household from termites, roaches, and other creepy crawlies. Let them work for you too. Breda, B-R-E-D-A, pest.com.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Hey Dogs fans, just like how Georgia Bulldogs make scoring a touchdown look easy, Carvana makes selling your car super easy, and they'll even pay you on the spot. All you need to do is go to Carvana.com, enter your license plate or VIN, answer a few questions, and bam, they'll give you a real offer for your car in seconds. That offer is good for 7 days. If you need to think about it, play by play. If you choose to accept the offer, Carvana will pay you on the spot. In between whistles, go to Carvana.com to get a real offer in seconds and sell your car today.
Thanks for joining us for the season opener for the Georgia Bulldogs here today. We're back inside the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Georgia leads Clemson 3-0. The Tigers just used their second timeout of the half. So 1 remaining for Clemson. They're staring at 3rd and long here. 3rd and 13. The ball's on their own 22 as the guys in white try to come this way. Klubnik back in the shotgun. Phil Maffa to his right. Linthicum up over the football as the Tigers center. He'll snap it back to Klubnik. Drops back 3 steps. Fires on the run. It's caught on a crossing route by Antonio Williams and right into the Tigers sideline. Dan Jackson, one of the guys that chased him in there. And they'll spot it up close to the 35 at the 34. Didn't quite get the first down. It's short. It's 4th and a yard.
Dogs played cover 2 and had both their safeties sitting right on the sticks. Dan Jackson in a perfect spot to come up and make that play. Clemson keeping their offense on the field.
They got 12 out of that, needed 13. They might try to draw Georgia offside here. We shall see. On their own 34, 4th and a yard. Now they call time. Klubnik, with the clock winding down, turns around and burns their last timeout of the half.
Boy, Dabo Swinney not happy either. He didn't want to burn a timeout there.
And Georgia didn't jump, by the way. Clock stops with 6:31. And Clemson is all out of timeouts now until the second half. 3-0. Georgia leads it. Tigers with a 4th and 1 when play resumes as we take a look at our Modelo scoreboard, a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. Grab a refreshing Modelo Especial brewed for full-time Bulldogs fans. Drink responsibly. We've got Penn State leading West Virginia 13-0 in the second quarter. Look at Vanderbilt leading Virginia Tech 17-0 in the second quarter. Tennessee 7-0 on Chattanooga in the first, and Vanderbilt is a 14-0. Oh, Tennessee is 14-0. Thank you. Adjusting on the fly here. Vanderbilt is 17-0. Tennessee leads 14-0. Now Clemson, after the timeout, will send the punt team on, and Swanson gets off a spinner that doesn't have much distance or hang time. Not a real good punt there. It hit on the Georgia 29, took a Bulldog bounce back over across the 30 and kicks out of bounds at the 32. So Georgia with a football on the 32, only a 34-yard punt that time by the Tigers. And Georgia gets the ball back with a 3-0 lead from the 32 and 6:21 to play with here in the second quarter.
Dogs, again, pretty good field position here. Starting to find a little bit of rhythm on that last offensive series. A little like Mike Bobo started to figure out what's going to work and not work against this Clemson defense. One thing that we see, that front seven, very stout Dogs have had a hard time getting anything going on the ground.
Beck goes under center this time. Robinson, the backfield, play fake to him, sets up and throws on the run. Lucky reaches up high. The tight end makes the grab on the run to the near sideline and tackled out of bounds in Tiger territory at the 37-yard line of Clemson.
Great route there by Lucky. Just a post corner, turned his defender all the way around. Couldn't have been an easier throw there for Carson Beck.
R.J. Mickens, the safety, made the tackle after a 31-yard gain. We go right now to Robinson on a short toss that way by Beck, and Robinson is gobbled up before he could get to the corner. Clemson made him up with Peter Woods, one of the guys in there, to make the tackle on Branson Robinson, was unable to get to the edge and lost yardage on the play back to the 42-yard line of the Tigers.
That's loss of, 4 or 5 on that play, just a little swing pass on the outside. And Dogs finding success when they're looking at least to throw vertically downfield, finding some checkdowns as well, working the corners and working the edges. But anything inside the box, been tough sledding.
2nd and 15 for the Dogs. Beck bounces in the pocket, throws, crossing route, love it, up high on his shoulder, got his hands on it, glances off his hands and bounces incomplete.
Boy, that's one Lovett's going to want back. That ball a little bit behind him. Still one that he could catch. But he was going full speed across the field and it was thrown behind him, so he had to stretch back to try to grab it right through his mitts.
It slipped right through his hands, yep, but it was certainly catchable. It's 3rd down and long for the Dogs now, 3rd and 15 on the Clemson 42-yard line. Georgia with a 3-0 lead here with 5:08 to go in the second quarter. Cash Jones out of the backfield. Beck will throw it to him on the run. Got a head of steam, makes the catch in the left flat, and tripped up as he gets inside the 40-yard line around the 37 or so by Mickens, the safety again. So the gain was about 5, and it'll bring up 4th down and 10 for the Dogs.
Quick little swing pass to the outside. Field goal unit is run onto the field here.
Yeah, going to try a long one with Peyton Woodring. This would be his longest attempt ever. He missed his only 50-yard try last season in this building against Alabama in the SEC Championship. This one from 55 yards near hash, kicking left. Snap, hold is good, kick on the way, and the kick is good! 55 yards! Peyton Woodring makes it a 6-0 Georgia lead.
Boy, just snuck inside the left upright. Plenty of leg on it. Wasn't sure if it was going to just miss to the left, but somehow snuck through that goalpost.
How about that? Career long for the sophomore Peyton Woodring, and with that good kick, the good hands at Allstate will contribute to the Georgia Bulldogs General Scholarship Fund. Thank you, Allstate. And thank you, Peyton Woodring. What a boomer. 6-0, Dogs. With 4:16 to play in quarter number 2. That was a 5-play scoring drive. 5-play. Georgia covered 31 yards in 2 minutes and 5 seconds. And got a 55-yard banger out of it from Georgia's kicker, Peyton Woodring. That's your Georgia Metals drive summary. From a doghouse to a dog's house, Georgia Metals has got you covered. And call Georgia Metals today and say roof, roof, roof for your Bulldog discount. You can put a little more roof into it if you want to when you call them up. Georgia to kick it off from the 35, leading 6-0 here, getting a little late in the second quarter. Woodring from right to left will drill this one high and deep into the end zone. It bounces about 5 yards deep in the left end zone, and the Tigers will take the football at their own 25 and start on offense once again. Georgia football is brought to you by your Atlanta area BMW centers. Now through September 3rd during the BMW Summer Sales Event. Take advantage of exceptional offers on the all-electric BMW i4 and iX. For more details, visit bmwatl.com today. Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics, and go Dogs.
This Clemson offense only 70 yards so far in this first half, 54 through the air, 16 on the ground.
They burned through all their timeouts here in the first half. 6-0 Dogs lead it from the 25. Clemson will run it with Phil Maffa straight up the gut. Nothing fancy about that, and he's got some running room. He picks up about 7 before he's gang tackled at the 32-yard line. Jalen Walker, Malachi Starks, Dalen Everett, the trio of Georgia tacklers on the Bulldog defense, but a 7-yard gain will make it 2nd down and 3 for Clemson.
Nifty jump cut there by Maffa in the middle of that line of scrimmage. Then he is a load to bring down.
Good runner for the Tigers. Almost 1,000 yards last season. Klubnik going to roll to the right, set and throw, deep ball, and it will be overthrown, almost intercepted on a hustling play by KJ Bolden. He was the guy closest to it. Took a dive for that football as it bounces inside the 20, and Bolden was the closest man to the play. The receiver had stopped running. He cut off his route about 6 yards short of where the ball landed, and Bolden was the only guy who had a shot at it, nearly came up with it. A long incompletion that was intended for Cole Turner will bring up 3rd down and 3 now for the Tigers. Smile Munden had good pressure on Klubnik as well before he released that football. Tigers will throw it again. Klubnik one-on-one coverage and incomplete around the Georgia 40. Julian Humphrey in coverage. There's a flag down. And Tyler Brown is the intended target. They may flag Humphrey for interference. Let's see. The flag's down at the 40. This ACC officiating crew discussing the play.
After further discussion, there is no foul for defensive pass interference on the play.
There you go. All right.
Incomplete pass on the 4th down.
I like it when they get a lot of eyeballs on it and they pick up that flag.
If anything, it would have been offensive pass interference.
And that was Randall. That was Adam Randall instead of Brown. It was 8, not 6, on that pass play that Humphrey was working with, Z. As it'll be 3rd down, make it 4th down now for the Tigers, 4th and 3 at their own 32-yard line. And here comes the punt team again. Dabo Sweeney is going off on the side judge as we speak.
Yeah, there was some hand fighting, but Randall's actually the one that initiated all of the little bit of pushing that was going on. I think a really good decision to pick up that flag.
Anthony Evans, the deep receiver for Georgia. Swanson will put it in the air on the punt. Evans catches it on the run and runs laterally, trying to get to a corner and find some running room, but it was not there. Clemson with good coverage. Evans works his way back out around the 31 or so. I think that's where they made the tackle. And Georgia will take over there with 3:13 to go. It was a 38-yard punt and a 1-yard return by Anthony Evans.
Now, good job by Evans getting over there and catching that football, not letting it hit the ground.
You are right.
Again, Dogs, relatively good starting field position here. Dogs have been last 2 series starting to move it a little bit better. Plenty of time on the clock. All 3 timeouts. 3:13 remaining here in this first half.
1 receiver right, 1 to the left. Now man in motion. That's Everett Lovett. He joins the right side in the slot. Give it to Nate Frazier, the freshman, with his second carry of the game. And he squirts through the right side of the line of scrimmage and up to the 35-yard line. He got 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down and 6.
Nice job there by Tate Ratledge getting up to the second level, providing a little bit of running room for Frazier.
Clock moves at 2:48, 2:47. Frazier stays in the game to the left side of Beck, who adjusts the tight end. Double tight ends to the left, Delp and Lucky to the left side. Handed off to Frazier. Darts through the line, finds a little bit of a hole there, and up on the far hash across the 40. Quick moves. Nate Frazier picks up the first down. Woodaz, the linebacker, makes the tackle at the 42-yard line. 7 yards for the freshman Frazier from Compton, California.
Great vision there by Frazier. It was just a little counter tray. Play was designed to go outside. Frazier saw a hole more right up the middle. Nice little cut to pick up the first down.
Free play as Clemson jumps off sides. Flags are down. Beck wants to go deep. He overthrows the speedster, Arian Smith, down inside the 10-yard line. But it should be 5 yards in favor of Georgia when we come back here to the line of scrimmage.
Offside. Defense number 55 in the neutral zone at the snap. 5-yard penalty. It'll be first down. That's the 2-minute timeout.
And we have reached the 2-minute timeout, as you heard referee Michael Roach just say, out of this ACC crew. 2 minutes to go in the first half. Georgia with a 6-0 lead on the Tigers on a pair of Peyton Woodring field goals. Our first half presented by attorney Ken Nugent. Injured in a wreck, there's only one call. That's all. 404, call Ken. We'll come back to Atlanta right after this timeout on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
A well-executed game plan is always the key to a victory on the field, and it's the same when it comes to stopping people from dying in crashes caused by drunk drivers. When alcohol is part of the tailgate or any occasion, then the game plan always includes a ride with a sober driver. All drunk driving deaths are preventable, and choosing not to drink and drive saves lives, maybe even your own, and it'll avoid a costly DUI arrest. That's why the Governor's Office of Highway Safety reminds everyone to drive sober so they won't have to pull you over.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices that excite your inner foodie. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices, plus extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week. You can also save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with fuel points. More savings and more inspiring flavors make shopping Kroger worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
You sit in traffic now, but later, there's an ice cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, all your patience is paid out in gold. You remain calm through honks, bumper to bumper, and people yelling. Come on, move! You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
With the Georgia Lottery's new Jumbo Cash Scratchers, you can win a ton of cash or a Ford F-150 Lariat truck, which means I should start talking like
this instead. The all-new 2024 high-performance Jumbo Cash Scratchers. Built to hold one heavy payload, this scratcher gets the job done. I like this voice.
Win up to $1 million or win a 2024 Ford F-150 Lariat truck. Play the Jumbo Cash family of scratchers from the Georgia Lottery. Ford F-150 is a trademark owned and licensed by Ford Motor Company. Play responsibly.
Georgia with a 6-0 lead at the 2-minute mark here in the second quarter. Let's take a look at the quarter recap. And Georgia has controlled this 15-minute period. Georgia with 106 total yards in the second quarter, only 16 for the Tigers. Dogs have rushed for 9. Clemson has rushed for 9. And the difference, obviously, through the air is the Dogs have passed for 97 yards. Clemson only 7 yards. And Georgia's done all the scoring in the game, and it's all been in this second quarter on field goals by Peyton Woodring, including a 55-yarder moments ago, a career best for the sophomore kicker from Louisiana. That's your second quarter recap presented by Ag South, Ag Georgia, and Southwest Georgia Farm Credit. Loans for land and farms. Coming up in just a few moments, it's the Breda Pest Management Halftime Report with Neil Hondo Williamson. Halftime protected by Breda Pest Management. With Breda, you don't have to be afraid of bugs. When time resumes, it'll be Georgia 1st and 5 from the Bulldogs' 47-yard line. Moving to our left. Ball's on the far hash. Moving toward the windowed end of the stadium here, if you're familiar. 2 minutes to go in the second quarter. Play fake Beck. Pump fake to the left. Now pulls it down, runs to the right. Now he throws it. He's got Bell behind the defense. Bell caught at the 40. Quickly down to the sideline. Inside the 20. And tackled from behind around the 12-yard line. But hold everything. Flags are down back at the 45 and 50-yard line. Looks like it's coming back.
It does. Great job by Carson getting outside the pocket.
Pass interference, offense, number 11. 15-yard penalty, first down.
Boy, we have to go back and look at this one.
Yeah, where did that take place? That was on Arian Smith is who they called it on. The pass was completed to Bell.
Arian thought Carson was going to run that one and started blocking, got his head downfield. Then Carson threw it, so good call. Just unfortunate there as Smith thought Carson was going to turn that up the field and scramble and try to get what he could get.
I did not think that was a good call. I thought they should have let him do that.
Right, well, anything against us is not a good call. I take it back.
I agree. Yeah, the walk-off sends Georgia all the way back to our 32-yard line. That was a big penalty. Man in motion to the near side for the Dogs. That's window dressing as we hand it off to Frazier, the freshman. And he angles to the right, tries to get outside, and runs with a group of blockers, but a group of tacklers also there at the 38-yard line to make the stop. 6-yard pickup for Frazier. Peyton Page, Khalil Barnes from the Athens area, played at North Oconee High School for Clemson, in on the stop.
Dogs staying patient. 1:17 left in the half.
Clock moving with 70 seconds to go. Beck getting everybody in order. Frazier still in the game in the backfield to the left of Beck. The Dogs quarterback dances in the pocket, avoids being sacked, and rolls to the right. A wobbler that's broken up at the Clemson 42-yard line. Now, no flags on that. There was a lot of contact trying to get it to Dominic Lovett. There is a flag back in the Georgia backfield at the 28-yard line, however.
That's probably going to be holding on the Dogs.
Holding. Offense, number 73. The penalties declined. Defense will take the result of the play, third down.
That was on the right tackle, Xavier Truss, the 6-year man for the Bulldogs. So Clemson declines the penalty. Third down and 14 at the Georgia 37. Man, it's just been like running in mud for both teams on the offensive side here in this first half.
It really has. Unfortunate penalty there on Arian Smith. It brought back what would have been a huge gain.
Snap to Beck, handoff Branson Robinson this time. Robinson around right tackle and heads up the field close to the numbers and stopped at the 43-yard line by the Tigers defense. And the clock continues to move as Branson picked up 5 yards. Georgia will take its time. 4th and 9. Try to let most of the clock run away. Clemson can't stop it. They don't have any timeouts left.
Got a 9-second differential between the play clock and the game clock. The Dogs lift this run all the way down to 1 second and burn one of its timeouts.
Dogs are huddled up on the far sideline as the play clock gets down to 0. Georgia uses a time to stop it before the time elapses on the play clock. So there's 8 seconds left, and Georgia has its punt unit forming on the far side of the field. It's time to spotlight the first half's best in game stats, brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to be the official freight partner of Georgia Athletics. Let's look at Peyton Woodring's stat line. He's 2 for 2 on field goals with a 55-yarder, a career best, as Georgia leads it 6-0. 11 seconds to go now as they adjust the clock. It had ticked down to 8, and they added 3 to it for some reason. So Brett Thorson on to kick it away. Line of scrimmage is the Georgia 43-yard line. Antonio Williams is the deep man back for Clemson, and he stands on his own 15-yard line. Thorson can let one rip here. And he does. High, long, hanging kick. My goodness. Lands at the 6 and gets into the end zone for a touchback. And there's 1 second remaining on the clock. Well, he did boom it.
Boy, that he
got
did.
About, what, 58 yards, 57, something like that? 58-yarder. He kicked it over the receiving man's head, and he was on the 10. So 1 second to go, and Clemson will get that 1 second off the clock. I would imagine they just take a knee and run into the locker room. We'll see if that's what they decide to do. That looks to be the play here. Klubnik up in the victory formation, if you will. 2 men behind him, takes the snap, takes a knee. That's 1 second. Now the clock at 0, and we are done with the first half. And Georgia will trot off the field with a 6-point lead. They head into the locker room to the right. Clemson to the locker room to the left. 2 field goals. That's all the scoring. Plenty of defense. Handful of mistakes on both sides. Some penalties. Z, first half thoughts?
Yeah, defensive battle right now. Both defenses in sync, playing very well. Offense is a little bit out of rhythm. The Dogs got going a little bit in the second quarter where they started to find a little bit of a rhythm. But again, like you mentioned, penalties, a couple mistakes, both teams taking care of the football. But this is definitely right now the story of what these defenses are doing.
6 penalties combined in the game, 3 on each team. The worst one for Georgia was that interference call moments ago that would have given Georgia the football with a late scoring opportunity down deep in Clemson territory, but wasn't to be. It's time now for the Zaxby's halftime interview with Coach Kirby Smart. Let's go down to the field with Shock. DJ.
Coach, 1 for 6 on third down on offense. How do you find some continuity there?
Well, you got to get them a little shorter. Got to get Carson in rhythm. They got a good defense. Nothing they're doing special. We got to convert on third downs.
Defensively, you like what you're seeing here from the first half to go in the second half?
Got to get some turnovers. Got to force them into some turnovers, knock some balls out.
I appreciate it, Coach. All right, back to you, Scott.
Shock, thank you. Coach, thank you very much. 6-0 Georgia. The halftime interview with the coach brought to you by Zaxby's Famous Fingers and Sauces. So we're at halftime at the Aflac kickoff game. It's 2 field goals for the Dogs. Clemson ain't got squat. 6-0. Dogs lead at the half. Hondo's next here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
They're not just the Bulldogs. They're your Bulldogs. Customize your Wells Fargo debit card or open an account today and show your Bulldogs pride with every purchase. Get started at wellsfargo.com/Bulldogs. Wells Fargo is proud to be the official sponsor of the Georgia Bulldogs. Copyright 2024. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Hunger affects every community in America, from children to seniors to hardworking families. So to help those struggling with food insecurity, our Kroger associates work together to rescue nutritious food that would otherwise go to waste. They then distribute it to local food banks in an effort to donate 3 billion meals to those in need by 2025. Because at Kroger, we believe that everyone deserves access to fresh food. Join the Kroger Zero Hunger Zero Waste Foundation to help defeat hunger and eliminate food waste. Visit chcwf.org today.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Get ready for kickoff at the UGA Bookstore, featuring the best Bulldog gifts and apparel. Shop all the great brands at the UGA Bookstore, like Nike, Tommy Bahama, Vineyard Vines, Southern Tide, Peter Millar, Columbia, and your best source for NIL product. The UGA Bookstore in the heart of campus next to the Tate Student Center. Shop online 24/7 at UGABookstore.com. The UGA Bookstore. It's where dogs shop.
It's college football season, so you need all the energy you can get. Luckily, Georgia Power knows a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
The Georgia Bull on the Dogs Georgia Sports Bull Network. Dogs Sports Network. This is the well-board come to draw the halftime and report kickoff. Protected by Breda. Past the full management. Drive here to kiss your host. Knees Breel. Hanatu Bill Williamson. 5, 4.
Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Atlanta. Mercedes-Benz Stadium with Georgia ranked number 1 in the nation, leading 14th ranked Clemson 6-0 here at the break. We have DJ Shockley down on the field. Eric Zier with us for our halftime report, protected by Breda Pest Management. With Breda, you don't have to be afraid of bugs. And fellas, a great defensive first half by the Bulldogs, surrendering only 76 yards to the Tigers. We have hemmed in Cade Klubnik and company thus far, Z.
Yeah, we really have. With great open field tackles, our defensive line is really winning that battle. Same thing we're seeing on the other side of the football. Outside of one corner route that the Clemson Tigers completed, there's really been no daylight at all for Clemson to try to attack.
Shock on the other side of the ball. Georgia with the slow start. The Dogs only had 37 first quarter yards, 123 in the second quarter. And Clemson came out thumping, man. You're down there on the sideline. That first quarter, they looked like they were just pounding the Dogs.
Yeah, Hondo, here's the thing. They're really active in that front seven. They do a lot of twisting, a lot of stunting, and then they've also showed some stuff that Georgia hasn't practiced. I'm talking to a couple guys on the sideline. If you remember the play Carson ran on, Zeke called it. They were playing two-man coverage, and I was talking to some guys on the sideline, and they said there was like a 1% chance that they play any two-man that they've seen over the last whatever film they watch, and they come out in the first two series and they show it. So there's a lot of things that's going on here in this first half. Because it's the first game of the year, there's some wrinkles, so now you get a chance to go back and you make the adjustments at halftime to help yourself.
All right, thank you, fellas. You go get yourselves a little snack here at the half, and we will come back and have more with scores and stats for you here on our Breda Pest Management halftime report. The impact play of the first half, sponsored by Northside Hospital, and it has to be Peyton Woodring's 55-yard field goal late in the second quarter, a career long for Peyton that gave the Dogs a 6-0 lead as he split the uprights barely inside the left upright, but still split them to give the Dogs that 6-point advantage. Northside Hospital is guided by one clear direction, a mission to heal. Our healthcare providers live it every day. If you and your family are looking for a healthier future, look to Northside Hospital. Coming up next, the Modelo scoreboard. Top-ranked Georgia, 6-0 on the Tigers on the Breda Pest Management halftime report. This is the Bulldogs Sports Network.
I spy a new Camry.
Ooh, I spy a sporty RAV4.
I spy deals on the entire lineup at the Toyota National Sales Event.
Good eye.
Lease a new 2024 Toyota RAV4 LE for $349 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through September 3rd, 2024. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $36.48 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Hi, I'm Carson Beck, quarterback for Georgia. There's a lot of chatter about the top teams in college football. I mean, we rushed for over 2,800 yards and sacked our opponents 30 times for a loss of over 200 yards. Just saying. Like there's chatter about the top credit unions in Georgia, there's no doubt in my mind that the top credit union is Associated Credit Union, my credit union of choice. To learn how ACU can help you reach the top, visit acuonline.org. Associated Credit Union, where anyone in Georgia can live, bank, and grow.
This is Georgia Football. Sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career path with flexibility and great pay and benefits? Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
A smooth, close Barbasol shave in the morning lifts your confidence. That rich, creamy lather will catapult you to greatness. Nothing can stop you today. Well, except that traffic jam. Barbasol, it's a can of can-do.
Sync My Game. If you have a DVR and streaming device, head to syncmygame.com from Learfield. It's never been easier to hear the impassioned voices of your favorite radio crew synced with the TV.
This summer, excitement starts behind the wheel of an all-electric BMW. Experience the BMW i4. That's confident, quick, and unmistakably BMW. Or feel the thrill of the electric BMW iX with its elevated design and unrelenting performance. This season's excitement starts at the electric BMW Summer Sales Event. BMW, the ultimate electric driving machine.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs! Now, more of the halftime report, protected by Breda Pest Management. With Breda, you don't have to be afraid of bugs. Once again, here's Neil Hondo Williamson.
Hey, thanks for joining us here. Time for the Modelo scoreboard update, brought to you by Modelo, a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. Grab a refreshing Modelo Especial brewed for full-time Bulldog fans. Drink responsibly. Okay, games in progress. All of these are halftime scores for you. Vanderbilt leading Virginia Tech 17-3. Iowa, number 25 in the nation, only 6-0 at the break over Illinois State. 8th-ranked Penn State leads West Virginia 13-3. They are late second quarter. At the half, Louisville on top of Austin Peay 38-0 with only a couple of seconds left in the second quarter. Maryland at home leading UConn 20-0. Purdue at the half at home against Indiana State. The Boilermakers lead that one 21-0. And Pittsburgh leads Kent State 28-14. They are late second quarter. Early second quarter, Tennessee rolling all over Chattanooga. It is 30-0 in that one. Later today, 3:30, 19th-ranked Miami at Florida. Also at 3:30, Colorado State at 4th-ranked Texas. And number 2, Ohio State entertains Akron. Tonight at 7, number 5 Alabama hosts Western Kentucky. Meanwhile in Oxford, 6th-ranked Ole Miss will entertain Furman. 7:30, it's number 7 Notre Dame at number 20 Texas A&M, and Alabama A&M playing at Auburn. That's your Modelo scoreboard for you here on the Breda Pest Management Halftime Report. Hey, no one gets you closer to the game than SiriusXM SEC Radio. Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through the regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go. First half stats are next from Atlanta, where it's 81 degrees outside, but climate controlled here inside Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Georgia Bulldogs leading Clemson Tigers 6-0 on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Fall is here and the University of Georgia is back in action. Whether you're gearing up for game days or enjoying the outdoors, set yourself up for success with Good Feet Premium Arch Support Systems. Good Feet Arch Supports align your entire body and are custom fit to your lifestyle. On the move, cheering from the stands, seeking relief from plantar fasciitis, or from days on your feet, we've got the perfect fit for everyone, including you. The Good Feet store is a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. Visit one of our 12 locations. Walk-ins welcome or book online at goodfeet.com. Go Dogs!
What's up, Dog Nation? When it comes to financing your home, it's time to team up with the name you can trust. Southeast Mortgage is the official home loan lender of the Georgia Bulldogs, serving the great state of Georgia for over 3 decades. Their local team of experts will guide you through the process with a winning strategy, just like the Dogs do on the gridiron. Visit our website at southeastmortgage.com/UGA to get started. Remember, Southeast Mortgage is the champion of home loans. Go Dogs! NMLS number 103956. Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee number 6578.
This is your home of the Dogs. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
The Southeastern Conference. It's the land of legends, the places, the faces, and moments.
And he's going for it. It's a touchdown!
We've seen the confetti fall again and again. But we're not done. It's time for the next generation to make their mark and go from 14 deep to 16 strong. It's a whole new ball game in the SEC, and it just means more.
They're not just the Bulldogs, they're your Bulldogs. Customize your Wells Fargo debit card or open an account today and show your Bulldogs pride with every purchase. Get started at wellsfargo.com/Bulldogs. Wells Fargo is proud to be the official sponsor of the Georgia Bulldogs. Copyright 2024. Wells Fargo Bank, N.A., member FDIC.
Halftime report protected by Breda Pest Management, the official pest control of Georgia Athletics. With Breda, you don't have to be afraid of bugs. Welcome back to Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Your old buddy Hondo on the radio, along with our producer, engineer Adam Gillespie, the nearly flawless Luke Nadkarni in the studio, and the rest of the gang is here as well. Time now to spotlight the first half's best in-game stats, brought to you by Old Dominion Freight Line. Old Dominion Freight Line works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to be the official freight partner of Georgia Athletics. Before we get to today's stats in particulars, this game is reminiscent of 2021 when these same two teams met in Charlotte in the preseason opener, or not preseason, but the season opener rather. Georgia in that game led 7-0. Today we're on top 6-0 at the half. Clemson had 90 first half yards 3 years ago. This year the Tigers have 76. The Dogs with 105 first half yards in 2021, 160 thus far in this game. First downs, Georgia with 8, Clemson with only 2. The Dogs have rushed for 34 yards, the Tigers for 22. Leading rusher for Georgia is Nate Frazier, the freshman, 4 carries for 20 yards. Passing, you've got Carson Beck, 15 of 19 for $126. His leading receivers, Dylan Bell with 4 catches for 32 yards. Then Lawson Lucky with 2 for 37 yards. Dominic Lovett and Cash Jones with a couple of catches each as well. Cade Klubnik of Clemson, 7 of 12 for 54 yards. There have been 0 turnovers in the game, but the most important statistics have really come off the foot of Peyton Woodring, the Georgia kicker. He nailed a 30-yard field goal midway through the second quarter, and then in the final 4.5 minutes, Peyton with a career-long 55-yard field goal, staking Georgia to the 6-0 lead that the Dogs hold at this time. As we approach the second half, Georgia will get the ball first in the second half, and we'll have all of those scores for you, or action for you rather, with Scott Howard, Eric Zier, and DJ Shockley coming up right around the corner. That'll do it for the Breda Pest Management halftime report. It's number 1 Georgia on top, 6-0 on the Breda Pest Management halftime report. On the Bulldog Sports Network.
When you need mealtime inspiration, it's worth shopping Kroger, where you'll find over 30,000 mouth-watering choices that excite your inner foodie. And no matter what tasty choice you make, you'll enjoy our everyday low prices, plus extra ways to save, like digital coupons worth over $600 each week. You can also save up to $1 off per gallon at the pump with fuel points. More savings and more inspiring flavors make shopping Kroger worth it every time. Kroger, fresh for everyone. Fuel restrictions apply.
You sit in traffic now, but later, there's an ice-cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know, all your patience is paid out in gold. You remain calm through honks, bumper to bumper, and people yelling. Come on, move! You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
With Northside Hospital, you can look forward to new beginnings, look ahead to comeback seasons, and look up for hope and strength. Northside welcomes you into our community of care, guided by one clear direction, a mission to heal. Led by our expertise in maternity, heart, cancer, orthopedics, and more, you can move into tomorrow with confidence. For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
The tradition, the rivalries. Sirius XM is your destination for all things college sports, and we've got you covered. On SEC Radio, there is complete coverage of every school in the conference, including live games, plus 24/7 talk and analysis. So cheer along on the Sirius XM app and listen to your favorite team anywhere. And now you can get 3 months of Sirius XM free. Subscribe now. See offer details at SiriusXM.com/SEC Sports.
This copyrighted broadcast is an exclusive presentation of Learfield and JMI Sports under the broadcast rights granted by the University of Georgia. Reuse of this presentation is prohibited without the expressed written consent of the University of Georgia, Learfield, and JMI Sports. Announcers are provided by Learfield and JMI Sports and approved by the University of Georgia.
Getting ready to start the second half in just about a minute or so. Georgia will get the second half kickoff. But before we do that, let's check in with DJ Shockley. He's brought to you by attorney Ken Nugent on the sidelines. With this report, Shock, what was happening in the locker room?
Hey, fellas, a pretty kind of, not say relaxed, but it was a locker room that felt good. They did some bad things. They talked about it. They pulled it up on their iPads, was watching the film, made some adjustments. But the main thing he said was, forget the first half. Let's move on. Let's win the moment. And when the moment is on offense, he wants to be able to run the football. He wants to be able to go get touchdown here in his first drive. But said, offensively, we have to be able to move them up front on the O-line. And defensively, he said he wants them to take the ball off them. You have to take the ball off them and get some turnovers and be the more physical team. And he said last time we was in here, when we came back, we didn't feel good. Let's make sure that we do a better job when we come back here in the second half. We feel better about ourselves.
Shock, what did you take away from that first half?
You know, I thought both teams did some stuff that was kind of uncharacteristic, but I thought also Clemson did some things that really kind of confused Georgia offensively and brought some things up front that they said, you know what, we got to do better at with this stunts, twists, all that kind of stuff. Defensively, you held your own. You got to the quarterback. You got to continue to do that.
All right, man. That line of scrimmage is going to be very important here in the second half as we welcome you back inside the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth here in Atlanta. Georgia ready to receive the second half kick. Anthony Evans is the return man on the goal line. Dylan Bell, the up back, he's on the 5. And it'll be Robert Gunn to kick it away from left to right to get the second half started. And here we go. High end over end kick will sail deep into the end zone, about 6 or 7 yards deep, and then bounce over the back line for the touchback. So Anthony Evans' job on that play is very simple. Just run away from the ball and take the touchback. Georgia will have it 1st and 10 at the 25.
You just heard Shock talking about on the halftime report, Kirby Smart saying we've got to be able to move and push these guys around on the defensive front. No question, we've got to find a way to start running the football. Nate Frazier, as he was in the game, found a little bit of success, found a couple of creases. He's so quick getting to the hole. Maybe a good sign, but we need a lot more of that as we get into the second half.
Yeah, he's the leading rusher for Georgia with 20 yards on 4 carries, and he will start the second half. in the backfield. Beck goes under center. Smith in motion, jet sweep to the right with Lucky blocking. Gets to the corner, cuts up field at the 30 and got tackled high by the linebacker Wade Woodaz, Jr. from Tampa. And Arian Smith will gain about 7 yards up to the 32-yard line.
Or just like we started the football game with the jet sweep, but it was a shovel pass. This time we go under center, run the jet sweep again. Smith very quickly outside to contain. Nice pickup.
Dogs huddle. Carson Beck has his communications through his helmet and we're ready to go. They break the huddle. 2 receivers right, run out of the pistol with Frazier behind Beck. Play fake, throw, deep ball. There's Arian. Catches it on a twist around near midfield to the sideline into Clemson territory. Tackled at the 36 of the Tigers.
Boy, great read right there by Carson Beck. Got that football out of his hand very, very quickly on a little wheel route by Smith. Great execution there, and Dogs rolling.
32 yards and a Scana Energy first down for Georgia. Quickly into Tiger territory. Here we go, 1st and 10. At Clemson's 36, moving left. Beck in the shotgun now. Getting everybody in order. Lovett flip-flops from right to left. Frazier in the backfield. Play fake. Beck sets up, going for the end zone. Deep ball, one-on-one coverage, and incomplete. Almost had it in the left corner of the end zone. That was Dominic Lovett. And he had coverage with the safety, R.J. Mickens from Southlake, Texas.
Well, Mickens got away with a pull on his jersey, just grabbed him by the collar.
Did he ever?
And yanked him back to him. No flag. And the Georgia faithful here letting the Stripes have it.
It's kind of like a front side horse collar there. That's where he grabbed him, right around the collar of the shoulder pads and the jersey in the front under his helmet. And tugged him. No flag, though, and an incomplete ball. 2nd and 10. Dogs on the Tiger 36. We hand it to the Dylan Bell on a jet sweep to the near side. He gets away from the Clemson defense down the near sideline and butted out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9.
Boy, I didn't think that play was going anywhere. Really good positioning there by the Clemson defensive front, but the speed of Dylan Bell just left Tigers in his wake.
27 yards on the sweep around to the left side and a Scana Energy first down and right into the Massey Ferguson red zone. Delp and Lucky, the tight ends, with blocking on the left side for Bell. Dogs inside the 10. 6-0. They lead on 2 field goals, looking for the first touchdown of the season. Wilson up over the football, snap back to Beck, handoff Frazier, straight ahead running. And he runs into a pile, stopped around the 7 or so. We'll see after they unstack it. Not a lot of space to run. Those big bodies jammed up the holes there for Clemson. Georgia's big bodies were trying to move them out of the way, but it was force on force. Frazier to the 7.
Boy, Woodaz really playing a good game. Inside linebacker for Clemson. Stood Frazier up in the hole there.
2-yard gain. Now we've got Cash Jones in the backfield. 2 receivers tight to the left. That's Lovett and Smith. 1 to the right. That's Colby Young. He's going after Colby. Beck puts it in the air. Caught on a spinning move in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
Boy, great route right there by Colby Young. It was just a fade to the corner of the end zone, but Colby Young did such a good job going vertical on his stem, leaving Carson Beck 15 yards on the outside to place that football.
Going to the guy with a little size on the outside, 6'3", Colby Young with the touchdown. His second Georgia reception is a touchdown for the Miami transfer, and Georgia increases the lead to 12-0. And it looks like they're going to go for a 2-point conversion here. That Georgia touchdown brought to you by Engineered Solutions of Georgia, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. 7-yarder to Colby Young. They will go for 2. Ball's on the near hash on the 3. Cash Jones in the backfield. 3 tight to the right. Man in motion is Smith to the right. Beck looks, now whistles blow, and they kill the play. Flag is down at the line of scrimmage across the way.
False start. Offense, number 6. 5-yard penalty. Replay the try.
Well, will that get the kicker in the game? And it will. So the penalty wipes out the 2-point try. We'll go for the traditional extra point with Peyton Woodring. Just back a little farther than it normally is. False start on the Dogs. And Georgia will be kicking this extra point from the vicinity of the 16-yard line. Out of the hold of Carson Beck, Peyton Woodring, who's 2 for 2 on field goals today with his first extra point try of the afternoon. There's the snap, the hold, and the kick is on its way, and the extra point is good. So Georgia with a new snapper, by the way. Bo Gardner is the new long snapper, a transfer from UCLA. Snaps it back to Beck, and Woodring puts it through the uprights to make it 13-0. Georgia with a good-looking drive and an even better-looking score to start the second half. They lead 13-0 over Clemson with 12:01 to go in the third. Our second half is brought to you by First Franklin Financial. Visit oneffc.com to learn more. Back to Atlanta after this. Bulldog Sports Network.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Georgia Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
This is Coach Kirby Smart. The decision-making process between an elite athlete and a school takes time. You can rely on stats and research, but sometimes you just get a gut feeling about the person across from you, their unshakable desire to be elite. It's when game recognizes game.
Take your game to elite levels with the power and performance of the Ford F-150, the official truck of your Georgia Bulldogs. See your local Ford dealer today.
Ford F-150, built Ford tough. Go Dogs.
The Dogs are heard right here. This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Cracked walls, wet basement? Call ESOG for foundation repair, waterproofing, and engineering. It's Hondo for Engineered Solutions of Georgia, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs.
ESOG now.
Dogs fans in Athens, we have 2 important rules. Support local business and cheer on the Georgia Bulldogs. This season, we would like to thank our official hometown team partners for their support of Georgia Athletics. Georgia Cotton Farmers, Longhorn Steakhouse in Athens, and CertaPro Painters of Athens. Learn more about how you can support these great local partners by finding the Hometown Team Partners ad in the digital game program on GeorgiaDogs.com. Support our hometown team partners and you'll support the Dogs.
After you work out, you can feel worn out. Reach for Core Power to recover right. A delicious protein shake with 26 grams of high-quality protein to build muscle. Champion your recovery with Core Power. Proud partner of Georgia football. Learn more at corepower.com.
Back inside the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Georgia 13, Clemson nothing. As we pause for station identification on the Bulldog Sports Network. Dogs take the second half drive, go 75 yards in 6 plays in 2 minutes and 59 seconds. A 7-yard touchdown throw to Colby Young to put the Dogs up 13-0. That's the Georgia Metals drive summary. From a doghouse to a dog's house, Georgia Metals has got you covered. Call Georgia Metals today and say roof, roof, roof for your Bulldog discount, as Peyton Woodring will deliver this next kick deep into the end zone once again. Another touchback, and Clemson will have it at the 25-yard line, now in a 13-point hole with 12:01 to go in the third.
Well, some nice adjustments there by Mike Bobo coming out at halftime. Dogs really starting to attack the perimeter of this Clemson defense. It's been hard to get anything going or moving inside or in between the tackles. But outside on that drive, Dogs taking advantage of their speed.
Yeah, Georgia had its longest run of the afternoon in that scoring drive with Dylan Bell's 27-yard sweep. Here's Klubnik going to hand it off to Maffa, trying to break through the line of scrimmage. And he's stopped short on a straight-ahead run around the 29-yard line by Malachi Starks, the junior safety from Jefferson, Georgia. And Clemson has a player slow to get up. The training staff quickly out to him, so we've got an injury on the field. And there'll be another timeout here with 11:48 to go in the third. Our second half today is presented by First Franklin Financial. Come see the friendly Franklin folks at one of our convenient Georgia locations. 13-0, Dogs in front of Clemson here on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
You sit in traffic now, but later, there's an ice cold reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. You've earned this rich golden lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. Because you know all your patience is paid out in gold. You remain calm through honks, bumper to bumper, and people yelling. Come on, move! You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
When choosing a natural gas provider, avoid trick plays like hidden fees and poor service. Stick to your game plan with Walton Gas. For over 2 decades, Walton Gas has offered great rates, straightforward plans, and exceptional service. Join the winning team with Walton Gas, where customers always come first. Ready to secure the victory? Call Walton Gas or visit waltongas.com to see why we're Georgia's most trusted natural gas provider. Go Dogs!
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards concert tickets for your daughter to see that singer who sings about painful breakups. And one song will inspire your little beauty to break up with that beast she's dating, Brian. Instead, she'll date someone who's nice and worthy of her love, not someone who addresses you and your spouse as bro. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
With Cash Pop from the Georgia Lottery, you just pick one number from 1 to 15, and if it matches, you win. And now Cash Pop has even more pop, with bigger prizes and more ways to win. There's 5 daily drawings or win instantly in the store.
Oh, Cash Pop has more pop, oh yeah, yeah.
And that's supposed to be a pop singer. Oh boy. Play Cash Pop from the Georgia Lottery. Play responsibly.
We are back inside the luxurious Piedmont Healthcare radio booth here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Welcome back. Georgia with a 13-0 lead. Third quarter, we just had an injury timeout. Marcus Tate, left guard, a senior from Sunrise, Florida, was the injured player for Clemson. He was able to walk mostly under his own power to the sideline, albeit a slow limping walk, but he got back to the sideline nonetheless. Clemson with a football, second down and 6 to go. Governor's Office of Highway Safety says the penalty for getting a DUI can cost up to $10,000. That's why the Governor's Office of Highway Safety says drive sober so you won't get pulled over. Very important on this Labor Day weekend. Again, glad to have you along for Georgia football this afternoon. Dogs up 13-0. Clemson on its own 29, second down and 6. Klubnik out of the shotgun. Play fake to Maffa. Will throw it screen to the near side. And the pass is caught down the line, but he is covered up as Chaz Chambliss and Smile Munden collided to stop the Tigers after they caught the football at the 30-yard line. So
quick bubble screen there by Clemson, but a whole host of Dogs there to make that tackle. Dogs continue to first down, go single safety. Then on second down, pretty consistent diet of cover 2, then mixing it up on third down.
Only got a yard on that last play. Klubnik out of the shotgun. Pressure up the middle. They're holding Michael Williams. No flag. He throws it on the run, and a one-handed grab going up high is the tight end Brenningstool. He made a nice grab with a man hanging on him and somehow caught that ball with one hand and pulled it down for a first down. Dalen Everett was the guy in coverage and made the stop, but Clemson on a play that wasn't drawn up
Number
like
10.
that.
15-yard penalty added to the end of the run. First down.
And they flagged Georgia for roughing the passer. So 15 more after the end of that play.
Boy, what a catch there by Brenningstool. Goes up with one hand. Everett draped all over him. Brenningstool able to go up and snag it and palm that football with one hand and tack the penalty on. And first time today, Clemson is trying to get into scoring territory.
And the penalty on linebacker Damon Wilson for Georgia. Added 15 yards. Maffa now with a little extra burst runs through the line at left tackle and left guard. And Georgia stacks it up at the 32-yard line, a gain of 4. There's been a lot of plays where the running back never gets to the ground. Both teams having trouble getting these guys to the turf. They just end up blowing the whistle because they're still upright, but the forward progress is stopped. That's happened for Maffa a lot and for Georgia as well. That was C.J. Allen leading the Georgia defense that time on the stop. 2nd and 6 for the Tigers. Threatening really for the first time today. Klubnik will throw it wide to the left. It's caught by Williams. He tries to shake his defender, Julian Humphrey. He gets about an extra 3 yards on the play to the Georgia 22-yard line, the 10-yard gain after he was able to get by Humphrey initially, but he recovered to make the tackle. Clemson goes quick, and they'll run the football straight ahead into the line of scrimmage. Maffa again, the graduate from Loganville, Georgia. Not a lot there. He got 2 to the 20. They spotted inside the 20 to the 19, so give him 3.
A pretty generous spot there on that run by Maffa.
Starks made the tackle. Maffa offset to the back and left of the quarterback, Cade Klubnik. They fake a pitch to the left. He bootlegs and rolls to the right, hits the tight end, and we clobber him at around the 14-yard line. That's Brenningstool again. Jake Brenningstool made a handful of catches today. The freshman K.J. Bolden made a nice hit at the 14-yard line, but he got 5 more out of it. It's going to be 3rd down and 2 for the Tigers from the Georgia 14-yard line. Clemson threatening, trailing 13-0 here with 8:50 to go in the 3rd.
KJ came up from his safety position to deliver a pretty solid blow. Ended up taking the brunt of that hit, though.
Official stop play.
Potential targeting.
Oh, jeez. Potential targeting on the last play, so they're going to review it. The play is under review, brought to you by Pruitt Health, where family makes us stronger. Proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. We've got a timeout. We'll come back with the results of a possible targeting, they say. Second half brought to you by First Franklin Financial, serving our neighbors since 1941. Georgia 13, Clemson nothing. Back after this, Bulldog Sports Network.
Ask any dog fan, and they'll tell you, offense wins games, but defense wins championships. You know who else knows that? The team at the Hoffman Financial Group. They know that winning doesn't just happen. It's the result of having a good coach who draws up the right strategy and makes the necessary adjustments along the way. So think of the Hoffman Financial Group as your retirement defensive coordinator, protecting your lifetime of savings against inflation, market loss, and a pick 6 from greedy old Uncle Sam. With their complimentary portfolio x-ray, you'll find out what's working or what's not. Have a solid game plan for the second half of your life. Call the Hoffman Financial Group, 770-758-6288. That's 770-758-6288. Or online at unleashyourmoney.com. The Hoffman Financial Group is a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through the Hoffman Financial Group, Inc. Georgia Insurance License 163546.
This is the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Blocking and tackling, critical fundamentals for football and pest control. Hey, it's Neil Hondo Williamson for Breda Pest Management. Breda's uninterrupted, continuous termite prevention blocks their entry to your property. Also, if by chance you find roaches or ants have penetrated your home's interior, Breda tackles with ferocity and knocks them out. Breda, BREDA Pest.com.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Some people like A and others like B. At BMW, we prefer X. Like the dynamic X3, meant for ultimate exploration. The X5, built to conquer even the most difficult paths. Or the pinnacle of comfort and luxury, the X7. And since every X-Range vehicle is packed with performance and versatility, you'll always get the best of X. The BMW X-Range. Your next X-Venture starts here.
Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. Visit BMWATL.com for great offers. Go Dogs!
Back in the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth here in Atlanta, the officials have determined that there was no targeting on the last play on the tackle made by KJ Bolden. Both players kind of lowered their heads. The receiver, after the run, got low, and Bolden came in low, and they just happened to hit helmets, but there was no intent there, and targeting was not called. So we will continue when time resumes with a third down play for Clemson. They're on the 14-yard line of Georgia. Bulldogs are up 13-0. 2 Peyton Woodring field goals, including a 55-yarder in the first half. And then moments ago, a 7-yard touchdown pass from Carson Beck to Colby Young for the only touchdown of the afternoon thus far. And that's your scoring. Clemson yet to get on the board, but they're itching and scratching and trying to right now. 3rd and 2 from the Dogs' 14. Clemson moving to our right. Klubnik in the shotgun. Maffa shifts behind him to his left. He hands it to Big Maffa. He runs straight ahead. Stopped at the 10. No, he keeps spinning and driving, and he took 2 men with him down to the 7. Dalen Everett, KJ Bolden were in there, but Maffa was too strong on the spin move and the run. He just continued to go. And he got the first down, and now it's goal to go at the 7-yard line, a gain of 7. But he got the last 3 after contact.
Yeah, Dylan Everett came in high from his corner position, and Maffa's so strong. You get him up around the shoulder pads, he's going to take you for a ride.
From the 7, toss sweep to Maffa to the near side. We read it well and eat it up. Raylan Wilson and Bolden were in there for the stop. Wilson hit him first. He got a yard to the 6 on this near sideline. 2nd down and goal from that spot on the field.
Tigers have gone to that toss sweep into the boundary 4 or 5 times on the afternoon. That's the best the Dogs have defended it.
Dogs sub in Allen and Chambliss, a couple of linebackers, and they get Starks back on the field as well. Or maybe he just shifted positions. 2nd goal from the Dogs' 6. Fake a jet sweep. Klubnik wants to keep it, and now he decides to hit the turf because he was about to get exploded by Michael Williams.
Boy, don't run that ever again to 13 is what Klubnik is saying.
Down on the 9. He lost 3 yards. They tried a little misdirection and trickery with Klubnik going to keep it, but Michael Williams was right there to eat his lunch, and the Clemson quarterback just dove to the turf to avoid a nasty collision.
Or just curled up in a ball. Just don't touch me, Michael.
3rd down and goal from the Georgia 9. Klubnik in the shotgun. 3 receivers to the left. They bring one in a little bit in motion. Klubnik throws it for the back corner of the end zone. Receiver didn't find the ball, didn't know where it is. Incomplete in the end zone. Well, wait a minute, check a flag back at the 15. Michael Williams shaken up on the play for Georgia. He tried to walk towards the sideline. He got about 12 or 15 steps and then went down to a knee, and the training staff is out there with him now. See what the flag is all about from our referee, Michael Roach.
Personal foul, legal block below the waist, offense number 7. That penalty's declined. It'll be 4th down.
You got all the skinny there. 4th down. Ball on the 9-yard line. Georgia with a major player shaken up right now. Still being tended to. Now he's up and he's walking. Now he's trying to trot towards the sidelines. Michael Williams. And they're going to force Clemson to try a field goal here.
Boy, dangerous block right there, right into the knee of Michael. It may have been up a little bit more right into his thigh, but dangerous block. Hopefully Michael's okay.
And that's why they threw the flag, but Georgia declined the penalty. And now here's Nolan Hooser, a freshman, with his first field goal try from the 16, a 26-yard try that is up and good for the Tigers, and they are on the board. 26-yard field goal makes it 13-3 here in the third quarter. Dogs lead by 10. And the Clemson drive stalled out. Georgia helped them along with a penalty or so, and then it stalled out in the red zone inside the 10. Dabo Sweeney's talking about the officials now during the changeover break. He's got two officials listening to him out on the field. He's in constant conversation with those guys today. That was a 12-play, 66-yard scoring drive for the Tigers. 5:27 on the clock. They get a 26-yard field goal out of it. That's the Georgia Metals drive summary. From a doghouse to a dog's house, Georgia Metals has got you covered. Call Georgia Metals today and say roof, roof, roof for your Bulldog discount. 13-3 is our new score. Tigers getting ready to kick it away with Robert Gunn from left to right. 6:34 to go here in the third period. Anthony Evans, the deepest man back for Georgia. He's on the goal line. Dylan Bell closer to this side on the 5. They kick it away from Bell. Really try to kick it away from Evans as well. It goes to the far left corner of the end zone. Lands deep there and rolls through the back line for a touchback. Dogs ball on the 25. Work to do, leading by 10. We'll see where the Bulldogs offense can take Dogs fans on this possession.
For the adjustment out of halftime, Mike Bobo started really attacking the perimeter of his Clemson defense. Found a lot of success, couple of different jet sweeps. Been vertical in the passing game. See if we stay with that.
Ernest Green and Dylan Fairchild blocking on the left. Jared Wilson the center. And then you've got Tate Ratledge and Xavier Truss on the right. Two tight ends in the formation, Delp and Lucky. Beck's in the shotgun with Nate Frazier. Play fake. Beck pulls it down, throws it to Frazier. Left flat, wide open. A lot of running space. Frazier all the way up to the 50-yard line before they roll him down from behind. Grab his legs. And Alligator roll him down to the 49 of Georgia. Kobe McLeod, the linebacker. His task was to run down Nate Frazier, and he caught him just shy of midfield. 24-yard gain.
Sorry, Scott, that was designed for Frazier all the way. It was like a little screen. That entire zone, left side of the field, completely vacated by Clemson, and there you get a little glimpse of the speed that Frazier brings to the table.
That's good news for Georgia. Get number 3 in open field. Ooh, you like that. Frazier to the left of Beck in the shotgun. They fake the pitch to him. Carson sets up, throws a deep ball for Delp, and it is incomplete. Down around the Clemson 25-yard line on the near sideline. He had man-to-man coverage. Khalil Barnes, the nickelback, was covering up Delp there. They kind of wrestled for the football, and it was incomplete right on the sideline.
Boy, again, a lot of holding of jerseys on the outside. Again, not called. Carson Beck trying to go back shoulder to Oscar Delp on a wheel route. Well covered there by the Tigers.
Yeah, it was almost intercepted by Barnes. Now I'm seeing that Dylan Bell is injured and has been taken off the field. So Georgia down a man at the receiving core. Beck swings it out wide to the right. Frazier off his hands and incomplete. Drops to the turf. Lucky dives on it, but the officials say it's an incomplete pass. It was not a lateral. Nate Frazier off the fingertips with a pass he should have caught in the right flat, but unable to do so. It's 3rd down and 10 now for the Dogs from Georgia's 49-yard line.
Almost fortunate if that ball was dropped. Clemson had that well covered everywhere. May have been a loss if Frazier's able to haul that in.
3rd down, 10 for Georgia. We'll snap it from our 49. Cash Jones in the backfield with Beck to his left. 3 receivers to the right. Beck in the shotgun. Takes the snap. Throws down the middle. Caught on a crossing route at the Tiger 35. Angling his way to the near sideline is London Humphreys, the transfer from Vanderbilt, with his first catch as a Bulldog, and it's a big one. It's a 1st down Ball spotted down at the Tiger 27-yard line. He got about 24 yards on the pass play. That's a scan of energy first down for Georgia. Beck sends him to the line quickly. He's got running room. He pulls it down, runs. He scrambles inside the 20, dives head first to about the 17-yard line.
Great decision right there by Carson. He was looking deep. I think it was to Lawson Lucky. Well covered. Carson didn't like the pitcher, pulled it down, had some green grass in front of him. Another nice pickup.
And another first down for the Bulldogs as they move into the Massey-Ferguson red zone. 4:41, clock moving, third quarter, 1st and 10. They're on the Tiger 18-yard line, leading at 13-3. Looking for more. Frazier back in the game, the lone setback. Beck's gone under center. Man in motion is Humphreys to the right. Handoff, Frazier at left tackle. Breaks one tackle, almost broke another one, and tried to cut back towards the middle of the field at the same time. But the big man, the big lineman, Capehart, got him down on the second attempt. Frazier tackled at the 14. He got about 4 yards on that. Nearly broke away from that second tackle.
Carson Beck changed that play at the line of scrimmage. Brought his 2 tight ends in the game, in tight. And brought Humphreys over in motion, trying to get a little angle on the weak side.
Frazier remains in there. Now they flip-flop Humphreys now. Dylan Bell was injured moments ago, has been taken out of the game, so we'll try to get an update on him. Beck will throw it quickly with a block. He goes to Everett. Lovett down the line. Lovett shakes one man down to the 1-yard line before he stopped just shy of the goal line. I think, yeah, he's on the 1. He broke a tackle of the safety, Kylan Griffin, and then Mickens is the guy that caught him before he got into the end zone. Dominic Lovett. It's goal to go for the Dogs on the Tiger 1-yard line. They line up quickly. Snap is low to Beck. He hands it off to Frazier. He goes in straight ahead, standing up. Touchdown, Georgia.
Dogs starting to roll offensively. Go back to that little bubble screen to Lovett where he got down to the 1-yard line. There was a great block by Colby Young to help Dominic Lovett get free at the line of scrimmage for the nice gain.
1-yard touchdown for the freshman, his first, hopefully of many to come for Nate Frazier from Compton, California. He's getting the glad hand on the Georgia sidelines after that. Dogs will try the point after with Peyton Woodring. Kicking down to our left. Back to hold. There's the snap from Bo Gardner. The hold is good. The kick is good. It's 20-3 Dogs. That Georgia touchdown brought to you by Engineered Solutions of Georgia, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. Let's check in with Shock on the sidelines. DJ, what do you got for us?
Hey, Scott, you just talked about Dylan Bell. Just got word he just got cramps, so hopefully he should be good to go back. All it is cramps.
Well, that's the good news. Get him some hydration. We need him back in the ball game. 20-3, Dogs lead with 3:15 to play. DJ's reports on the sideline brought to you by attorney Ken Nugent. Injured, you know who to call. There's only one. One call, 1-800-CALL-KEN. I think that's 404-CALL-KEN now, so we'll make an adjustment there on our information. I don't know if that matters or not. It might. It might not. 8-play drive, 75 yards on the scoring drive for Georgia. 1-yard touchdown plunge by Nate Frazier to make it 20-3 with Woodring's point after. That's the Georgia Metals drive summary. From a doghouse to a dog's house, Georgia Metals has got you covered. Call Georgia Metals today and say roof, roof, roof for your Bulldog discount. Well, that makes you feel a little bit better, doesn't it?
Boy, does it ever. Come out of the halftime locker room, and the Dogs have found something here offensively.
Man, Woodring got a little extra juice in that kick, too. That sailed about 2 yards over the back line of the end zone for the touchback. Nice kick by Peyton. He's done a tremendous job today. 2 field goals in the first half, carrying the scoring load, including a career-long 55-yarder in the second quarter. Dogs by 17 now here with 3:15 to play, quarter number 3. Clemson out to the 25 once again. Klubnik works out of the shotgun as he has all day long. Hands it to Maffa. Got some big holes to run through there, weaving his way between the tackles straight up the field, up the far hash. And we knock him sideways at the 35-yard line. They spot it back on the 34, so he got 9 on that carry. 2nd down and 1.
Dogs that last snap in a true 3-4, 3-down linemen, 4 linebackers, left some holes in the middle.
Dan Jackson came up from his safety spot to make the stop. Maffa again starts forward and then bounces out to the left. Dogs go right down the line with him. Jalen Walker trailing the runner and brings him down. No gain on the play. Back on the 34. It's still 3rd and a yard.
Well, that time Dogs dropped K.J. Bolden all the way down into the box, expecting another run. That's exactly what they got. That time we hemmed up Maffa.
Dogs have Stackhouse out there along with Ingram Dawkins and one of the freshmen, Joseph Jonah Ajanye, getting some snaps. On the edge on the right side is Jalen Walker. Raylan Wilson up on the left edge. 5 men across the line of scrimmage. They need one for a first down. They fake it to Maffa. Klubnik keeps it, rolls to the left, and we eat him up short of the first down. It's 4th down. The Dogs defense do a tremendous job.
Boy, are they ever. Just ate up every option right there. Dogs defensively going to eat right now.
Jalen Walker with another tackle, just tugging at the jersey and the clothing of the quarterback Klubnik and pulled him to the ground on the left side. He lost a yard, I think. It's about 4th and 2 now, and Clemson will be forced to punt it again. Big plays by the Dogs defense on that series. And here's Aiden Swanson, graduate from Tampa, to punt it away. Anthony Evans back deep for a possible return. Short kick. Evans comes up the field and called the fair catch. Caught it on the run. Nice job by Evans to come up and catch that football. Something that they were working on throughout camp with him. Caught it at the 30-yard line. Only a 37-yard punt.
Well, he's done that all day. Kicks that are pouring away from him. He's been able to go track those down. Keep the ball from hitting the ground, just where you pick up or you lose all that extra yardage when that ball hits the ground and tumbles forward.
Well, he's hearing about it from his teammates and his coaches on the sideline. They like that job. They're slapping him on the helmet. Good job to come up and save the yardage. So Georgia with the football once again on the 30 now. Let's see if they got another score in them. 67 seconds left in the 3rd period. Frazier to the right of Beck in the backfield. He's in the shotgun. Play fake by the quarterback. Beck wants to throw deep. He pulls it down, throws it short off to Frazier again, off the fingertips, and incomplete. He had a defender on him. That was Barrett Carter, the linebacker, that was on him. But again, the ball hit him in the hands and just kind of bounces, glances off his fingertips, and bounces away.
Yeah,
well, things to work on, right?
Things to work on, but not much hurt there. That's another one. If he catches that one, not really going anywhere. Coverage extremely tight there by the Tigers defense.
Dogs have Micah Morris in at the left guard position on that offensive line. So Morris in for Fairchild on this series. Snap to Beck, handoff Frazier. He runs across the formation, angles to the right, trying to get in there behind Ratledge and Truss, but Clemson closes the holes and jams it up for no gain down at the 30. May have even lost a little bit of yardage. They mark it back, so it's 3rd and about almost 11 at the 29 now. 36 seconds to go, 3rd quarter. Beck claps his hands twice, wants the football. Now they will talk about it. Plenty of time left on the play clock, 13 seconds. 3 receivers to the left for Carson. Ball's on the far hash. We're moving to the left here on 3rd down and 11. Snap it to Beck. They blitz up the middle. Carson gets rid of it quickly. They tried a one-handed grab with Urasic. Ben Urasic, the transfer tight end, he's unable to hang on to it with one hand at the 32-yard line. Would have been well short of the first down anyway. He had a man draped on him when he was trying to catch the football. It's incomplete. Georgia will have to punt it away.
Urasic shut that one down like it was against zone. That was man-to-man. Carson expected him to keep going, so let him, but when Urasic geared it down, the ball was out in front of him.
Here's Brett Thorson to let one rip, hopefully, again. Had a 57, 58-yarder earlier in the game. Williams back deep. He's backing up even more. Back to the 15-yard line. Holy smokes. Hang time. You need a calendar to time it. Now, that thing was up there for days. A 56-yarder by Brett Thorson. The specials are working today for the Dogs. They've flipped the field, kicking Clemson back to its own 15-yard line. 2 seconds to go in the quarter. Georgia football is brought to you by your Atlanta area BMW centers now through September 3rd. During the BMW Summer Sales Event, take advantage of exceptional offers on the all-electric BMW i4 and iX. For more details, visit BMWAtlanta.com. That's BMWATL.com today. Proud sponsor of Georgia Athletics. 2 seconds to go in the quarter. Georgia with a 20-3 lead. Klubnik and Clemson from their own 15. Quick throw out to the near side on a screen. The pass is caught, and that is Tyler Brown. He had some blockers, but we fought through him. Dan Jackson makes the tackle in the vicinity of the 19-yard line. So a 4-yard pickup for the Tigers on the last play of the third quarter. And we go to the fourth in Atlanta. Georgia leading Clemson here in the Aflac kickoff game. It's the Dogs 20 and the Tigers 3. They're going to light up Mercedes-Benz Stadium here. At least half the crowd is on a Saturday afternoon in downtown Atlanta. Our second half is brought to you by First Franklin Financial, serving our neighbors since 1941. Dogs 20, Clemson 3 on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Creature Comforts Brewing Company is the official craft beer of your Georgia Bulldogs. These two Athens institutions have joined forces to connect quality beer with the passion and pageantry of the UGA faithful. Whether it's Georgia's favorite craft beer, Tropicalia IPA, the award-winning Classic City Lager, or their new Sip 'em Seltzer, Creature Comforts has you covered on game day and every day. And if you're visiting the Classic City on game day, Creature Comforts beers are available at Sanford Stadium and anywhere good cold beer is served. Two brands, one town, one team. Go Dogs! Sip 'em. 21 and over. Champions drink responsibly.
Hello, I'm Neil Pruitt, Chairman and CEO of Pruitt Health. We believe family makes us stronger. Pruitt Health has served families and communities throughout the Southeast for more than 50 years. If you're looking for skilled nursing, home health, or hospice care, count on our caregivers to provide the personalized plan your loved one needs. Learn more, visit PruittHealth.com. Pruitt Health is a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs.
Carson Beck here, quarterback for Georgia. As a student athlete, I must be focused to reach my goals on and off the field.
How about we change that to on and off the court, Carson? Kate LaRocco here, outside volleyball hitter for Emory. Not everyone plays on a field, but my friends at Associated Credit Union provide an equal playing field for anyone in Georgia to reach their financial goals. Learn more at acuonline.org.
Associated Credit Union, where anyone in Georgia can live, bank, and grow.
Drivers who switch and save with Progressive could save hundreds, which could be life-changing. I mean, you could put that money towards that zero-turn lawnmower you've always wanted. And after using its edge-shaping technology to meticulously sculpt the face of the Mona Lisa into your grass, you'll become the undisputed king of Saturday morning lawn care, leaving your neighbor and sworn enemy Gary to question his place in the delicate neighborhood ecosystem. And it's all because you could save money switching at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, not available in all states.
Thanks for being with us on this opening Saturday for Georgia football. The Dogs are leading Clemson 20-3. We're back with you inside the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Time for a third quarter recap. The Dogs outscored Clemson in that quarter 14-3. They racked up 149 total yards of offense, 63 for the Tigers. Georgia got to running the football a little bit. 50 yards on the ground for Georgia in the third, 25 rushing for Clemson. And the Dogs passed for 99 more in that third period. Clemson managed to throw for 38 yards. That's your third quarter recap, presented by Ag South, Ag Georgia, and Southwest Georgia Farm Credit. Loans for land and farms. All right, fourth quarter, here we go. Second down and 7 for the Tigers. And Klubnik will throw it out of the shotgun, and it's caught over the middle between the hash marks. K.J. Bolden will make the tackle just short of the first down around the 24-yard line. That was Tyler Brown, a sophomore receiver, 5'11", 180 pounds, that made the grab. But it's third and a yard to go.
Brown had the first down on the catch and retreated ground. K.J. Bolden quick to close, so Another 3rd and short.
He got 6, but he needs one more. 3rd and a yard on the Tigers' 24. Klubnik in the shotgun, Maffa in the backfield. Phil Maffa gets the handoff, and he's got the first down and a little bit more. Kind of drives the pile close to the 30, running straight ahead. And we'll see where they spot it when they unstack everybody. And Stackhouse was the guy that made the stop. He's the last one to get up, and he's going to stay down for a while, and we'll have a stoppage of play as he is still seated on the field. So TV's going to take another break. We will too. Another injury timeout. Georgia's Nazir Stackhouse, who made that stop, a little slow to get up after Clemson picked up the first down. Break with 14:03 to go in the game. Georgia 20, Clemson 3. Our second half is brought to you by First Franklin Financial, serving our neighbors since 1941. Back after this on the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
It takes hard work to be the best in the game. Planning, commitment, resilience, sweat. That's why Old Dominion Freight Line, the #1 national LTL carrier for quality, works hard to be the best in the game and is proud to support those striving to be the best in theirs. Old Dominion Freight Line, official freight carrier of Georgia Athletics, helping the world keep promises.
It's college football season, so you need all the energy you can get. Luckily, Georgia Power knows a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
Don't go anywhere. The Dogs are coming right back. You're listening to the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
I spy a new Camry.
Ooh, I spy a sporty RAV4.
I spy deals on the entire lineup at the Toyota National Sales Event.
Good eye.
Get 3.99% APR for 36 months on the new 2024 Toyota RAV4. Offer valid through September 3rd, 2024. Zero down for well-qualified buyers with approved credit and financing through Southeast Toyota Finance. $29.52 monthly payment for every $1,000 financed. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Home isn't just a place, it's a state of mind. Like curling up in a comfy chair while it's cold outside, with a warm drink, or maybe even a wine in hand. As you watch the world go by outside your window.
Short rib.
Good afternoon, this is your captain speaking.
Which is why at Delta, our people do our best to make you feel at home. Refill? Long before you get there. Delta, keep climbing.
Eric Zier to my left, along with Neil Hondo Williamson, Chris Giovanni to my right, Adam Gillespie and Josh Connor behind me, and DJ Shockley down on the sideline. I'm Scott Howard. We're back in the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth here in Atlanta. And fans, Georgia football is brought to you in part by Modelo, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. Grab a refreshing Modelo Especial brewed for full-time Bulldog fans. Drink responsibly. 1st and 10 for Clemson. Georgia had an injury to Nazir Stackhouse, so he's out of the game for the moment. And the Tigers have the football on their own 28. They're moving to our left in their white jerseys and pants, orange helmets, Georgia in red and silver breeches, and here they come after Klubnik. They're chasing, and they're going to get him as he throws the ball after he's already down on the ground back at the 15, 16-yard line. Jalen Walker with the sack from behind. Malachi Starks was in there to help out the matter as well.
Going on the field, the quarterback was down at the 16-yard line. It'll be second down.
Or just dogs swarmed in. Klubnik got the football out, but after his knee had already touched the ground.
12-yard loss on the sack by the Dogs. Jalen Walker records it. Second down and 22 now for the Tigers back on their own 16. Klubnik Throws to the right, across the field, up high. The receiver goes. Cole Turner can't get his mitts around it, though. Ball squeezes right through his hands and incomplete right into the Georgia coaching staff on the sidelines. 3rd down and forever. 3rd and 22 for the Tigers, whose offense today has mostly struggled.
It really has. Outside of a couple of one corner route, one-handed catch by the Clemson tight end, and then Moffa on a couple of pounding runs. It's been hard to do anything if you're Clemson against this Georgia defense.
Long way to go for a 1st down. They need 22 yards. He's got 3 receivers to the right. Play clock down to 5. He's talking to everybody. He's talking to Moffa. He's talking to his 3 receivers. They send Moffa out of the backfield to the right. Klubnik pulls it down, tries to run, nowhere. He got to the 14. That's a 2-yard loss. He was deep in the pocket. Raylan Wilson, the first guy to reach him, and Jalen Walker, who's having a tremendous second half for the Georgia defense, was in on the play as well. 4th down and a mile, and the Tigers will have to kick it. And the punter now is backed up to his goal line.
A lot of confusion there for Clemson on the offensive side of the ball. Klubnik struggling just to get that snap off. Little quarterback draw into the teeth of the Georgia defense.
Aiden Swanson. He hasn't kicked them long today. Maybe that'll be a break for Georgia. Here's the kick. He booms it from the 3. That's his best punt of the day. Long kick back to Anthony Evans. No fair catch at the 32. Avoids one man, up the hash, veers to the right, and they bring him down just short of midfield, about the 47-yard line.
Well, wouldn't be surprised right now with the momentum in this football game to see Mike Bobo take a shot.
Well, good spot to do it. 46 is where they spot Evans down after a 54-yard punt, by far Swanson's best punt of the day. A 14-yard return, however, and that's Evans' best return of the day. 1st and 10 Dogs on our 46. Georgia leads at 20-3 here in the 4th. Beck, quick throw out to the left. It's caught. First tackle missed. Shook him off. Arian Smith tried to get going after he shook that first tackle, but Clemson recovers defensively. It's a short gain of maybe 2 on the wide side of the field at the 40, in the vicinity of the 48. He broke away from Woodaz, the linebacker, who's been pretty sure-handed today, but Peter Woods, the defensive lineman, was over there to get him out in the right flat.
Inside slip screen. We had big Ernest Green, offensive lineman for Georgia, trying to slip out to get one more block for Smith to break that. Just didn't get there in time.
2nd 8 from the 48. Play fake to Brenson Robinson. Beck will throw it to Arian Smith. Tried to spin to the sideline, get away from the defender. He made the catch and got the 1st down, a Scana Energy 1st down. But on the spin move, Jaden Lucas was able to stay with Arian and make the tackle at the Tiger 41-yard line.
Curl route on the outside. One-on-one coverage. We've had that quite a bit today as Clemson has played the majority of single safety, 3 deep.
11-yard gain on the quick out for Georgia. 1st and 10 Dogs just outside the Clemson 40-yard line. Driving to our right with a 20-3 lead. Beck under center. Takes the snap, hands off. Branson Robinson fighting and tugging and driving for yards on the left side. It's just not there. Clemson got over there and defended it well as Trey Williams makes the tackle right at the 40. Got about a yard. Let's check in with Shock on the sidelines. Brought to you by Ken Nugent.
Hey, fellas, one thing to give the fans a little notice is one thing they did in the second half to kind of slow down this defensive front for Clemson was they changed the snap count. They talked about that at halftime so they can see all the twists and the stunts and the blitzes to help the offensive line.
Good stuff. Now it's 2nd down and about 9 to go for the Dogs on the Tiger 40. Beck to throw with time in the pocket. He launches it, lets it fly. It's incomplete as the receiver went to the turf at the 25. That's Colby Young, but ball hit the turf before it got into Colby's hands, and it's ruled incomplete. Colby Young with a touchdown earlier today, a 7-yard reception, his first touchdown as a Bulldog.
Not a bad throw there from Carson Beck on the in route, about waist high. Colby Young will see that one, want that one back.
3rd and 9 from the Tiger 40 for Georgia. They bring Lovett to the near side. Trips to the right side for Beck. Snap it back. He's in the shotgun. Stays in the pocket. Lobs it up. Caught by Humphreys. 30, 20, far sideline, 10. Collision. Touchdown.
Caught Clemson in a blitz look there. You had Humphreys just on a crossing route. And Humphreys, once he caught it, some good speed to just peel away from the Clemson Tiger defenders, and then just for good measure, ran over one at the goal line.
Yes, he did. He collided with Khalil Barnes near the goal line, but Humphreys, who had a head of steam, he's got some quicks. He ran a 200 meters in high school at 21.7. He can move them, and he showed us why right there as he takes it into the end zone for the touchdown. A 40-yard strike from Beck to London Humphreys, and Georgia is on the verge of leading 27-3. Here's the point after try. It's up and into the net. Good. Woodring is true once again. 27-3. Dogs leading. That Georgia touchdown brought to you by Engineered Solutions of Georgia, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. The breathing room just gets better and better here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium. 27-3. Dogs lead with less than 10 minutes to go. Our second half today is brought to you by First Franklin Financial. Come see the friendly Franklin folks at one of our convenient Georgia locations. All Dogs here in the second half. Georgia by 24 on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Let's huddle up and make things happen with the only cards for Athens. The Georgia Bulldogs Regions Visa Debit Card and Prepaid Regions Now Card. They're a win for your wallet and a big Go Dogs, whether you're purchasing stuff for game day or every day. Want to go all in on confidently showing your Bulldogs pride? Order your card now at regions.com/GoDogs. Regions, official bank of the SEC. Member FDIC. Terms, conditions, and fees apply.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent, and I'm here with legendary Georgia Bulldog quarterback and radio host Buck Ballou.
Ken and I are teaming up to give back to the brave men and women of our military. Ken's going to donate $500 to one member of the military every Bulldog football game this season.
If you're a member of the military, go to attorneykennugent.com to enter.
And somebody's going to win $500 every game.
One click.
That's it.
Ken Nugent, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
Attention Georgia Bulldogs football fans. Napa is here to help you hit the road this season. As a proud partner of University of Georgia football, Napa helps you tackle tough projects. With a network of nearly 6,000 auto parts stores and over 17,000 auto care centers nationwide. So whenever your mean machine is coming down the track, know that the Napa network has your back.
Hey, Ben, I'm really excited about going to Sanford Stadium to see the Dogs play this Saturday. Did you pick up the tickets?
Hey, Cab, the tickets were all sold out.
Ben, did you just tell me the biggest Dogs game of the year is sold out to the avocados from Mexico jingle?
Sure did. You know they're always good, taste good, and are good for you.
You know, we could just get a bunch of avocados, make delicious guacamole, and watch the game on the big screen at home. It's good. Dogs, sick 'em.
Avocados from Mexico.
Back inside the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth here in Atlanta once again. 27-3 now the Dogs lead it after a 40-yard touchdown catch and run by London Humphreys. It was a 5-play drive, 54 yards and 2:22, and again a 40-yard touchdown strike. Beck hooking up with London Humphreys, the former Vanderbilt Commodore, who scored on a 40-yard touchdown catch and run against Georgia in Nashville last year. Feelings a little bit different with the Bulldogs this go-around. He had 22 catches for the Commodores last season. That touchdown catch and run was his second catch of the afternoon. That's your Georgia Metals Drive summary. From a doghouse to a dog's house, Georgia Metals has got you covered. And call Georgia Metals today and say roof, roof, roof for your Bulldog discount. Peyton Woodring to kick it away. Bill Maffa, the deep man, back on the goal line. Kick sailing towards the left corner of the end zone. Maffa will let it fly over his head and land about 5 or 6 yards deep in the end zone for the touchback. And the Tigers will go back to work, or try to get to work on offense. Only 3 points today for Clemson's offense. With 9:57 to play in the game, Georgia leads it by 24. It's 27-3. But the explosion has taken place here in the second half. It was 6-0 at halftime on 2 Peyton Woodring field goals.
Yeah, completely different story here in the second half. Mike Bobo came out, really attacked the perimeter and the edges of this Clemson defense, and it's been a different story.
Klubnik takes the snap out of the shotgun. Will catch it and throw it to the left sideline where he finds Tyler Brown open. Dan Jackson in coverage makes the tackle right on the sideline. But a pretty sizable gain up to the 41-yard line. He got 16 yards on that catch and throw. Klubnik now 14 of 21 for 98 yards passing today.
Good throw there by Klubnik. Had, I believe, C.J. Allen right in his face, still delivered a strike.
Klubnik's got a lot of time going for a deep ball down the far sideline. And did we intercept that thing? Oh, my goodness. A dive. That was just like the Oregon game. Malachi Starks with a brilliant interception down at the Dogs' 20-yard line on the far side of the field. Wow.
Only thing different, it was on the other sideline this time. Same side of the field, but goes up with his back turn. Makes just a leaping grab, falling backwards to pick it off, almost identical to the Oregon pick from a couple of years ago.
Well, he just left his feet, reached as high as he could, caught the ball, spun in the air, and landed safely with the interception, and the ball safely tucked away in his right arm. Holy smokes, what an interception.
Well, Dogs a chance right now just to blow the roof off the bins.
Georgia has it back on our 22. My goodness, what a play. Back in the shotgun. Frazier's in the backfield. He's going to toss it to him. A sweep to the left. Frazier's got running room. Frazier breaks into the open field. Shakes a man at the 50. Coming this way. Needs some blocking. Can't get past the last line of defense at the Tiger 40. But Nate Frazier from the 22 to the 40. 38 yards. Give him 2 more on the other end. Make it a 40-yard run for Nate Frazier. Terrell is the last guy that could catch him, and he did. The cornerback for Clemson.
A great run there by Frazier, but what's so impressive, blocking by the Georgia receivers. Dominic Lovett downfield throwing a block. Arian Smith downfield throwing a block. Just great hustle, great effort. It's what championship teams do.
Frazier's really enjoying his Bulldog debut today. The freshman from Compton, California, getting it done. Beck goes under center now. And Georgia's going to run out of time. Carson frustrated. We got a delay penalty.
Georgia takes its first time out of the game.
Well, they beat the clock. The flag came out, was thrown by the back judge, but Georgia's sideline got the timeout. So they'll use it here with 8:28 to go and leading 27-3. Not to worry. We'll come back for more Bulldogs football right after we tell you that our second half is brought to you by First Franklin Financial, serving our neighbors since 1941. Back in a moment. Georgia leads Clemson 27-3 on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
Hey Bulldog fans, cue the shine and savings. The new Zips Car Wash app is available for download. Keeping your ride sparkling clean has never been more rewarding. Get the free Zips app and earn points for every in-app purchase, including memberships. Then turn those points into free car wash rewards. Download the app today and your first wash is free. Visit Apple App Store or Google Play Store and search Zips Car Wash now. Zips Car Wash, proud sponsor of the Georgia Bulldogs.
With Northside Hospital, you can look forward to new beginnings, look ahead to comeback seasons, and look up for hope and strength. Northside welcomes you into our community of care, guided by one clear direction, a mission to heal. Led by our expertise in maternity, heart, cancer, orthopedics, and more, you can move into tomorrow with confidence. For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
It's college football season, so you need all the energy you can get. Luckily, Georgia Power knows a thing or two about saving energy. We understand that energy costs are an important part of your budget. That's why we're dedicated to providing tools and assistance that can help make a difference, so you can save your energy for the game. Visit georgiapower.com/myenergy to learn more.
Hello, I'm Neil Pruitt, Chairman and CEO of Pruitt Health. Our Georgia Bulldogs have shown us what happens when a great team pulls together. At Pruitt Health, our team helps you recover from surgery or a major health event. Nurses, therapists, a whole team dedicated to giving people the personalized care they need. Come join the Pruitt Health team. Email hireme@pruitthealth.com. That's hireme@pruitthealth.com. Pruitt Health is a proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs.
With Eric Zier, Scott Howard with you here in the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth in Atlanta. Let's pause 10 seconds. Station identification on the Bulldogs Sports Network. Time for the Modelo scoreboard. Modelo, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. Grab a refreshing Modelo Especial brewed for full-time Bulldogs. Drink responsibly. Penn State, Virginia, delayed right now. I'm assuming that's a weather delay. 20-6, Penn State leads. Vanderbilt, Virginia Tech are tied at 20 in the fourth. Tennessee wailing on Chattanooga, 45-3. That's in the third. Georgia, 1st and 10 on the Tigers' 38-yard line, leading 27-3 and looking for more. Beck with a handoff. Frazier bounces outside. Peekaboo, bounces out to the left even more. He tried to poke through the hole, but there was a white shirt in there, so he just puts a foot in the ground and darts out to the left. Nate Frazier off and running to the 22-yard line. He got 16 yards just like that.
Yeah, the Georgia offensive line so tough in the first half to get anything moving right now. The big boys up front starting to take over this football game.
Wow, Frazier's going to be fun to watch. 82 yards for the freshman already on 10 carries. He scored his first touchdown. He's the lone setback. Beck will go under center. What are we going to do here? You think we're going to run the football?
I think we're going to keep it on the ground for a bit.
There it is. Frazier handoff. Oh, he stumbled in the turf here at Mercedes-Benz Stadium and just pounds the grass, or the fake grass, at the 20-yard line. He caught a toe trying to run to the right. The little rubber pellets flew up as he scraped his foot along the top line of the turf and tripped after only a 1-yard gain. It's 2nd down and 9 at the 21.
He may have scored there if he didn't trip himself up.
You may be right. He may have just gotten too excited. Some of his teammates are kind of laughing with him on the far sideline. He's not really laughing. He's taking his helmet off. He's frustrated that he didn't complete the play. Checking into the game, Branson Robinson. 2nd and 9 from the Tiger 21. Snap to Beck, handoff Robinson. He covers up the football and drives straight ahead. Muscle running down to the 15 as he twists for the final yard or so. And he'll pick up about 6 on the play as the Dogs get into the Massey-Ferguson red zone once again. Peter Woods on the stop for the Clemson defense, but Georgia driving them back now at the 15-yard line. 3rd down and 3 coming up for the Dogs. Massey Ferguson is our red zone sponsor. Experience the straightforward, dependable tractors that will take you through the season strong. Georgia from the 15, leading by 24, 6:20 to play in the game. Beck under center, turns around, will hand it off to Cash Jones. He stiff arms a man, puts his foot on his hand on the ground to keep his balance. Sideline, pylon, touchdown, Cash Jones.
Boy, what an effort right there by Cash Jones, running through some people, somehow able to reach out and stretch. I think his body may have been out of bounds. He just reached the football over to hit the pylon. Great effort.
He stiff-armed a man across the way and then had to put his own hand on the grass to keep his balance, and then he really did tightrope it right towards the pylon, ran right into the pylon camera on the far sideline and into the end zone for the touchdown.
Well, they may have to take another look at this one. Well, they may not. He was right on the sideline.
Yeah, he was millimeters away from stepping on the chalk, but he apparently did not. And he gives the Dogs 6 more. Here's Peyton Woodring for the point after, and that's 7. 34, a great number in Georgia history. 34-3 is your score now with 6:09 to play in the Aflac kickoff game. That Georgia touchdown by Cash Jones, brought to you by Engineered Solutions of Georgia, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs. 15-yard run for Cash, and he got to the money on the far sideline as he hit the pylon and got the touchdown. 5 plays and 78 yards. Georgia turns that brilliant interception by Malachi Starks into a touchdown on the 5-play, 78-yard drive in 3 minutes and 17 seconds to make it 34-3. That's your Georgia Metals drive summary. From a doghouse to a dog's house, Georgia Metals has got you covered. Call Georgia Metals today and say roof, roof, roof for your Bulldog discount.
Just an offensive explosion here in the second half. Everything the Dogs dialing up, working now.
Kickoff by Woodring, going to come down yard deep in the end zone. Maffa going to run it out of the end zone, straight up the far hash, and going to be stopped short of the 20. Phil Maffa, who's had a busy day today, he's about all the offense the Tigers have been able to manage. Cole Spear makes the tackle, taking the legs out from Maffa on his way up the field at the 19-yard line. Maffa, by the way, 14 carries, 56 yards. He's the only Clemson player who has run the football that has positive yards. Everybody else is in negative territory if they've run the football. Clemson with 151 total yards of offense today. Georgia stackpiling them here in the second half at 4:41 for the game. Keith Adams is in the backfield now, new running back for the Tigers. Klubnik will throw it on first down. Antonio Williams makes the catch on a slant from the left side, caught it and tackled around the 30-yard line, so he gets 5. It'll be second down and 5 as the clock ticks under 6 minutes.
Williams has had a good game for Clemson.
KJ Bolden, the freshman, makes the tackle there. Now they will run it with Adams, his first carry of the game, runs it straight. Darts a little bit to the left and the right, trying to find some space and some breathing room. And a decent run for the Tigers of 5 yards. A little bit more than that across the 35, just shy of the 36-yard line. It's second down at about 5. Klubnik works out of the shotgun. Clemson trying to work quickly. They dump a throw over the line of scrimmage, caught at the 39. We wrap him up there with Daniel Harris as the pass is caught by Bryant Wesco here on the left side in the vicinity of the 40 after they wrestle a little bit. Tackle is made at the 41. That's where the new line of scrimmage will be.
Just a little hitch route. Harris trying to rip that football out, hold the receiver up as long as he could.
They got 6 yards and a first down. 4:34 to go. Klubnik avoids the rush in the backfield, sprints to the right, and then just heaves one downfield, and it is broken up, incomplete. He had a man down there deep. That was Tyler Brown, but Ja'Cory Thomas, ball hung up in the air long enough for Ja'Cory to put on some closing speed down there, and they batted the pass away down around the 10-yard line or so. A long incompletion for the Tigers.
Boy, just perfect. A little bit out of position initially. Has the speed to catch up and then just shoots his arm right through the hands of the receiver to punch that football out.
In the secondary for Georgia right now are Harris and Everett, the corners, and Rhett, Justin Rhett, KJ Bolden, Dan Jackson. 4:28. Ellis Robinson is in the game at corner now for Georgia. Going again, deep ball, far sideline. They work on Robinson here. It's incomplete. There come 3 flags out on the far sideline at the Georgia 25-yard line. We're going to call interference on Ellis Robinson, the freshman.
Pass interference, defense, number 1. 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
Cole Turner was the target for the Tigers, a redshirt sophomore from Alabama. And Robinson, the freshman from New Haven, Connecticut, an IMG Academy graduate, was the guilty party for the pass interference. So the 15-yarder will move Clemson into Georgia territory at the 44. 4:21, clock stopped. That's how much time remains in the game. Georgia leads at 34-3. Klubnik now wants to talk to his offense. Walks up towards the center. Looks left and right. Flashes signs. Now Maffa's back in the game in the backfield. He shifts around the backside of the quarterback. Klubnik in the pocket. Moves up. Bounces back. Rolls out to the right. Slings it to the right side. He's got a little help on the sideline. Able to catch the ball at the Georgia 35 is T.J. Moore, a freshman from Key West, Florida. And Georgia wraps him up immediately with Ellis Robinson and Terrell Foster.
A lot of reserves getting into the game right now for this Georgia defense. Some valuable playing time.
Ball's at the 37 of Georgia. This is a running play now for the Tigers. They go quickly and hand it off to Maffa. Runs it straight ahead between the tackles, pushing the pile a little bit. Got the first down. He only needed a few. Gabe Harris on the stop at the 33-yard line. Clock still moving. Time just ticking away from the Tigers as Georgia's on the verge of a 40th consecutive regular season win. Klubnik in the shotgun, man in motion to the right. Play fake to Maffa. Still holding onto the ball is Klubnik. Now he moves to the right a little bit, fires to the right side. Robinson goes over the receiver to try to break up the pass, which is incomplete. Now there's a flag on the left side of the field. Let's see what that's all about. In the Georgia secondary at the 18, but on the near side, away from where the ball was.
Defense number 20 of an eligible pass receiver. 10-yard penalty, automatic first down.
What did he call?
I have no idea.
Oh, holding. Okay, I thought he said something about an ineligible pass
That's what I thought he said, too.
I didn't hear the holding part. So he was holding an ineligible? An eligible pass receiver, okay. It's that northern accent that's throwing me. 1st and 10 for the Tigers now after another Georgia penalty. They're on the 24-yard line. Klubnik swings it out in the right flat. It's caught by Olson Pat Henry. Hyphenated last name. Tight end makes his first catch of the day. We didn't really have a man on him. Justin Rhett closes in on him, though, and makes the tackle on the far sideline at the, looks to be about the 18-yard line, where it will be 2nd down. Got 5 on the play. 2nd down and 5 for the Tigers, who are moving steadily downfield here very, very late in the game. They've yet to get in the end zone today. Maffa, oh my goodness, hit in the backfield by Justin Williams. Man, he got his money's worth there, and he let everybody know it. Hit him behind the line of scrimmage as soon as Maffa got the football. That's probably the hardest shot he's taken today because he went right down after the blow by Justin Williams.
We've had 2 or 3 guys on Maffa today, couldn't bring him down. Williams hits him and just collapsed him.
Justin Williams, freshman linebacker from Conroe, Texas. He brought the state of Texas with him on that hit. My goodness. 3rd down and 6 for the Tigers. They're on the Georgia 19 with 2 minutes to go. Klubnik holding on to the ball forever. Throws it into the end zone. Nothing there. It's incomplete. There's a flag down in the backfield for Clemson. That's probably going to be holding. He had the ball forever and just kept kind of bouncing and backing up with it and then just slung it into the right corner of the end zone out of bounds. And it is holding on Clemson. And we're also at the 2-minute timeout here in the ballgame. So as soon as we settle that, we'll go into the timeout.
Defense will take the result of the play. 4th down. There's also the 2-minute timeout.
4th and 6. Now, you heard the referee there say Georgia declines the penalty. We'll take the play. So it's 4th and 6 when we come back. The 2-minute timeout at 1 minute and 52 seconds left in the game. Second half today brought to you by First Franklin Financial. Visit 1ffc.com to learn more. It's all dogs here this afternoon in Atlanta. Georgia 34, Clemson 3 on the Bulldogs Sports Network.
I'm attorney Ken Nugent, and I'm here with legendary Georgia Bulldog quarterback and radio host Buck Ballou.
Ken and I are teaming up to give back to the brave men and women of our military. Ken's going to donate $500 to one member of the military every Bulldog football game this season.
If you're a member of the military, go to attorneykennugent.com to enter.
And somebody's going to win $500 every game.
One click.
That's it.
Ken Nugent, proud partner of the Georgia Bulldogs Sports Network.
With Northside Hospital, you can look forward to new beginnings, look ahead to comeback seasons, and look up for hope and strength. Northside welcomes you into our community of care, guided by one clear direction, a mission to heal. Led by our expertise in maternity, heart, cancer, orthopedics, and more, you can move into tomorrow with confidence. For a healthier future together, look to Northside Hospital.
Whether you're coming to visit the Classic City to renew old friendships, have a wedding, visit your UGA student, or simply have fun, award-winning Hotel Indigo is the only hotel that delivers a world-class and upscale boutique experience in all of Athens. At Hotel Indigo, you'll delight in our newly reimagined property that highlights Athens' most sophisticated and relaxing accommodations. Hotel Indigo Athens continues to be the choice of the discriminating traveler who demands the very best that America's greatest college town has to offer. Visit IndigoAthens.com to book your reservation today.
I spy a new Camry.
Ooh, I spy a sporty RAV4.
I spy deals on the entire lineup at the Toyota National Sales Event.
Good eye.
Lease a new 2024 Toyota RAV4 LE for $349 a month for 36 months. Offer valid through September 3rd, 2024. Well-qualified lessees with approved credit through Southeast Toyota Finance. $36.48 due at signing. No security deposit with select equipment. $350 disposition fee. Excludes tax, tag, registration, title, and dealer fees. See dealer for details. Toyota, let's go places.
Back here inside the Piedmont Healthcare radio booth, 1:52 to play in the game. Piedmont Healthcare offers you exceptional, hassle-free care closer to home. Piedmont is the official healthcare provider of UGA Athletics. Now let's tell you about the fourth quarter here, as the Bulldogs have dominated the second half. 14 points in the third quarter, 14 more in the fourth quarter. Clemson has yet to score in the period. The Dogs with 132 total yards here in quarter number 4, only 49 for the Tigers. The Dogs have rushed for 79, holding Clemson to -1 yards on the ground here in the second half. That's our fourth quarter recap presented by Ag South, Ag Georgia, and Southwest Georgia Farm Credit, loans for land and farms. 4th down and 6 for the Tigers on the Georgia 19-yard line. And they will go for it here, down 34-3. Klubnik, leg kick. Takes the pass out of the shotgun, or snap rather, and throws it on a quick slant. It is incomplete to Cole Turner. Around the 15, maybe the 13 or so, off his hands and incomplete. Hits the turf, and Georgia will take over on downs with 1:47 to play here in this contest.
Boy, a slugfest in the first half, 6-0. Neither offense could get anything going at all. Just turned into a rout here in the second half as the Dogs offense started clicking on all cylinders and defensively just continued to be suffocating.
See, they found the ability to run the football in the second half. 163 yards for Georgia on the ground.
Well, it really did, and you can start to see it kind of come in the second quarter, but Mike Bobo figured it out. The offensive line started to take over, and Nate Frazier, he can run.
Gunnar Stockton is the new quarterback for Georgia, and Chauncey Bowens just got his first carry in his Georgia career, a freshman from Port St. Lucie, Florida, and he got 4 yards on the ground there to the 23-yard line. Clock ticking down, less than 90 seconds now. The countdown will begin. Game 1 almost in the books. Georgia will be 1-0, 40 straight regular season wins for the number 1 team in the country, and certainly in the second half, I think they maybe just showed the nation why they are ranked number 1. 62 seconds to play. Dogs will run it with Bowens to the left, down the line, and Clemson will pile it up. I don't think he got anything, running towards that far sideline, and they'll spot it at the 21-yard line. Lost a couple. 3rd and 8. 40 seconds to go. Dogs taking their time. 22 seconds on the play clock. 32 seconds to go in the game. Georgia keeps Clemson out of the end zone all day long. Tigers got 3 points today. Georgia didn't have a touchdown until the second half, and then we got 4 of them. Dogs snap it one more time. Hand it off to Bowens. He's looking for space behind the left tackle and the left guard. He finds a little bit and surges forward up to the 25. And that will be the last play of the game. The Dogs are going to win the Aflac kickoff game, knocking off the Clemson Tigers once again. They have now won 8 of the last 9 meetings in this series. Your final score today, Georgia 34 and Clemson 3. There was a lot of defense, a handful of mistakes in the first half, but Georgia, turned it on in half number 2 and just wore out the Tigers. 28 points on the board in the second half, and they win it 34-3 going away.
Boy, did they ever. A few small adjustments, started to attack the perimeter of this Clemson defense, and then we just wore them down, and then everything really started working. But really good game for Carson Beck. Took care of the football, accurate throwing, offensive line got stronger and stronger as the game went on. And then, boy, Nate Frazier, something else, and got contributions from a lot of different receivers. London Humphreys looked good. Colby Young with a touchdown catch. A lot of things to be happy about.
Only one turnover in the game today, and that was a brilliant, miraculous interception by Malachi Starks, which shadowed the one he had in this building against Oregon as a freshman a couple of years ago. It was the same style, a diving, almost falling on his back interception, and just a brilliant catch for Malachi Starks. You'll certainly want to see the replay on that. We'll replay this game and more. We'll hear from the head coach. They're putting a little mobile stage